This kid's fire.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother, what's that, brother? What's that?
can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking.
Welcome. Whoa! Shit, why is that back on here? Why is that just come back on? What the hell? Sorry, guys. Where's the fucking music on? Oh no! Oh no, this LB stinker, guys. Yeah, this LB stinker. Oh no! My bad. Yo, people, welcome back to another late night stream. Hopefully you guys are all good. Martin will be joining us any second now. Make sure you guys smash up the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Guys, you got to smash the likes, man, for that intro, guys. Yeah, you've got to smash the likes for that intro, man. We're going to be discussing loads of stuff, guys, yeah? We're going to be discussing loads of stuff. First of all, man, Moosh. We're getting news tonight from a very, very good source, FPL Main Road on Twitter, which gets pretty much everything right, who said the financial deal with Frankfurt and Manchester City is now completed. The personal terms have been done long ago, and a medical is now booked. Now, he's not said when the medical is, but we assume it will probably be tomorrow because Frankfurt have a game tomorrow. So if it's not tomorrow, then he'll have to play for Frankfurt tomorrow, and City probably don't want that to happen. So we'll discuss Marmouche. We'll go through all that kind of stuff. We'll speak about Pep Guardiola because he's come out in his press conference and said quite a lot regarding the rebuild of the squad. And it's going to probably annoy quite a lot of people, what he said, but we'll have to go through it. We'll see what he said, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about this lack of a midfielder. I'm seeing loads of comments on the videos, loads of comments on the live streams, on Twitter. Where's the DM? Where's the DM? Where's the DM? People are happy that we're signing the Mamouche, the defenders, but the priority signing of the DM not going to be linked with us. So we got that as well, and many, many more. But guys, Martin is here. He's coming in, guys, on his horse. Here he comes. I can see him coming up the hills. It's Martin.
Fucking hell, mate. That has to be very annoying, eh? Fucking hell, I'm so sorry.
All right.
Have you finished playing Cowboys and Indians? Are you 12?
Yeah, I've not done a stream today, so I've got all this energy
Are you
inside
12?
of me. Yeah, I basically, I've not been gym, so I've got all the calories just sat inside me, just done nothing. Yeah, I've not done a stream, so I'm full of energy, and I've got to express the energy on the street. I've got to have an out, yeah. I've got to have a way of getting this energy out, and if I don't do a stream and I don't go gym, then I turn a bit weird, innit? And I understand that, yeah. But basically, that's the situation. So how are you doing?
Weird. A bit weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit. You all right?
Yeah, not bad. I just went. I went to the cinema and watched the Zack Snyder Justice League version just while you were going through your intro.
Oh yeah, my intro was good, man.
Your intro was about 9 hours.
Well, the thing is, yeah, the thing
you
is,
were competing with Zack Snyder.
The thing is, the people don't come here, yeah. They don't come to this channel for the news, yeah. They come for the entertainment.
not reliable ones.
No. I like to think I provide something slightly different on this channel. Is this a 5-hour emergency stream? Well,
hey, Luke, when we get into this topic we're going to proper get into tonight, there's going to be fists flying.
Yeah, possibly.
There's going to be blood being spilt. I'm telling you, it's going to be like Rocky.
Do you want the tune again?
No, I want the Rocky tune. No, don't give me the Cowboys and Indians. Don't give me Broadback Mountain.
Well, if I get mine, mate, you'll need this tune, mate. Yeah, you'll need this tune. Bit of casualty. You'll be needing a doctor. Dr. B. No, come on, guys. We actually need to be serious, man. Like, so we've actually got stuff to talk about. So can we just stop it? Can we actually stop the jokes, guys? Mamouche, mate. I don't know if you've seen the news. FPL Main Road on Twitter, which is a very good source. They're saying that the financial deal between Frankfurt and City is now completed, and we have a medical booked with Mamouche, which surely will be tomorrow. Otherwise, he's got to play for Frankfurt tomorrow night.
Yeah, it depends who you listen to. I know FPLs can be reliable, and it's amazing. I will say that, it's amazing. But then you hear from Germany's side that they want to. Apparently, Mamouche wants to say goodbye to the Frankfurt fans. Obviously, you did the watch along. You didn't really do much of a goodbye. It wasn't really. It was a bit like
it was an away game, wasn't it? So you didn't really do much.
So I don't know. I suppose we'll see. Hopefully, it's done tomorrow when he doesn't play, and we get him in the squad for Ipswich.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for it.
Yeah, me too. I watched the game on Saturday, and he was the best player on the pitch by a country mile, mate. Like, so clear of everybody else on that football pitch. It was wild, and I just think he's exactly what we need. A bit of. He's really good on the ball. He can create. He shoots every time he's got a chance at shooting. Like, not just like stupid with it, but like he actually takes shots. Sometimes we don't shoot enough. But yeah, man, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a great signing. And listen, I don't know about this price, man, because this purple panel account, I don't know if it's legit or not. Some people are tweeting like, people still believe in purple panel in 2025. And then some people are like, nah, purple panel's legit. So I don't know, man, because I've only just followed the guy. He's saying 45 mil as a base plus add-ons. There's no way. There's no way we're getting him for 45 mil, mate. That's a crazy one.
Your add-ons are. If your add-ons, you can do easy add-ons, or you can do like, your Ballon d'Or winner add-ons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you do the, we'll win the league within his first 2 years or win the Champions League, well, they are very achievable goals. If you start putting in, I'll give you 20 million quid if he becomes a Ballon d'Or player. Well, not saying he won't be, not saying he can't be, but you know what I mean. There's different goals, but no, it was 45 basic. Happy with it. Probably, is that pounds or euros?
Pounds.
So that's what, about 52 million euros.
Yeah,
that's about right.
Plus add-ons.
Yeah, listen, I'm excited. I think out of all the signings we've got, he's the guy I think can come in and hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Straight from the off.
And we need him to hit the ground running because we all know about our defensive issues and that. Yeah, we can talk about that in the stream. We all know about it, but we've got problems at the other end as well, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, other than like sort of like Haaland and Savio, like consistently, we're not really getting many decent performances. Hopefully, Doku can kick on and get a little bit of form and get a run in the side. That'd be nice, but. Like we've been open throughout the whole thing and said our midfield's poor, our attack poor, and our defense is poor. I think this Mamouche signing is going to really take the pressure off the attack in terms of like he's going to get goals, he's going to create chances. I think that will help fix one aspect of the many problems this team has. Now, obviously, we're potentially getting 3 more defenders: Jumaba, Vitor Reis, and Huzanov, but we don't know about them. There's not many people have seen them play. Some of you guys might have seen Lens a couple of times. Some of you might have seen Jumaba play for Real Valladolid, and some of the Brazilians probably have seen Vitor Reis. But no one's seen like all 3 of them, and no one's seen them probably enough, unless you're a fan of one of those clubs, to say with conviction that they're going to solve our defense. But we can say that about Mamouche and the attack because I think we've seen enough already. You know what I mean? Even though I've only watched him 1 game in the comps, but the guy just looks a beast, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he definitely does. He's also a man in form. He's a man in form. 30 GA already this season. And people think he's, coming in as this second striker. I don't think he will. I think he can be used as a second striker, but I don't think that's the plan. I don't even think he'll be an Alvarez replacement. I genuinely don't, which is where we'll come on to the topic we'll go on to later on. Big up, Mark. Later on with it, and I think that's the problem. I think it could be somebody else's replacement alongside somebody else. So we'll see as we're going along. But I'm excited for the old window. Juma Bar looks a very promising lad for the future. I think he'll go out on loan. Probably, 12 months?
Well, that was the original plan.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly what's happened there, because the original plan, according to obviously sources and that, was that City wanted him, and basically the fee was going to be fine, but was going to loan him out for Brad. I'll read the quotes. Don't worry, bro. City wanted Juma Babel, was going to loan him out for 18 months. However, Inter Milan apparently was going to sign him and basically put him in their first team squad. So he obviously played for Milan.
Said in the media.
Said that reluctant Nick, what's he called?
Yeah, total bullshit. Total bullshit.
I don't know if that was bullshit. Because he's been on that. He's been on that case the whole thing. He's been on the whole thing, and now I don't know what's happened though. And City have obviously gone back in. Maybe the Victor Hayes thing is we hit a bit of a stall on that one. Are we stalling on that? Because apparently, like, they want more money. Do you know? And like they wanted to keep him till Club World Cup. I don't know. You'll be up Vasco on this Victor Hayes guy I'm talking about right now. Says he's a baller. Palmeiras youth is wild, says Vasco. So I don't know, man. But you know, at least we are getting the cash out, lads, because this we do need to spend money. Yeah. We've got to spend money, man. You know, we've got to refresh this team, and I like the idea of what we're doing with the defense of getting these players in. Yeah. So let's see what happens, man. But we've got to get a couple of these players over the line, because I feel this false sense of security. Well, I'm feeling like pretty good about the whole situation, because I'm like, yeah, we've got all these players. None of them have actually signed yet. Juma Bar's not. Hayes hasn't. Kuzanov hasn't. Mamouche hasn't. We do still have a DM. So even though I'm pretty like happy with the way things are going in terms of like what we've been reported, we've actually still not signed anyone. So I do need to see some of these players sign. And to be fair, I do think over the next 3-4 days, we'll probably have 2 or 3 of these players signed. And then we'll start talking properly about this DM, which we need to sort out. But yeah, on the whole, mate, I think the club are doing what they need to do and spend money and refresh this squad.
Yeah, I'm sort of over the moon with it. I really, really am. Over the moon with it. I'm excited for it. I don't think they'll all come in and start straight away. I don't. But we'll see. You know what? I was listening to a couple of podcasts and watched a couple of clips, and that's all I can go off. I think this Victor Hayes may settle in faster than a Hushinov, shall we say?
Well, if you go through like the aggregators, right, on both of the players, it seems because we've got to read it and interpret what these guys are saying. And basically, what I read from it was that City were well more confident on Victor Hayes coming in and starting football matches over Hushinov.
Yeah, do you know why? Style of play.
Probably.
Watch Hushinov's style of play and watch Victor Hayes' style of play. Which one is more? Because everyone looks at Hushinov and they go, "Oh, he's a baller. He goes in like a bulldog and he flattens everyone." Isn't what Pep wants. Pep doesn't want his centre backs to go in and floor everyone and lob the ball 40 yards up the field.
Probably.
If Hushinov comes in and starts smacking the ball 30 yards up the field, Pep's going to bollock him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
He's not going to come in and ask him to do that.
Yeah, 100%, man. You know what I mean? But like, I think it's good that we're getting these players in and we can sort of bed them in, because we've said
I think it's amazing. Like, that's what I'm excited for.
If we would have done this all in the summer, we could have started really slow next year. And who knows, we still might start slow, but we're giving ourselves the best possible chance next season of getting off to a quick start, because you don't want to be in a situation here, where you know you don't buy these players in January, you get them in the summer, you're thinking you're cooking on gas. And then, whoa, what's going on here? Chatter, you best not be lying, man. You best not be lying, right? I'm gonna play the tune, yeah. But if you're lying, I'm ending the stream.
Good night. Victor Hayes is gone. Done.
Golazo!
I like that one. But have you noticed he's put verbal agreement?
Yeah.
What the fig's a verbal agreement?
Oh my days. Guys, exclusiva from Fabrizio Romano. Victor Hayes to Manchester City. Here we go. Verbal agreement reached right now with Palmeiras on package under a 40 million euro fee. City want it to be an immediate transfer. Victor Hayes set for a medical and contract signing as soon as the club will check all the documents. So, yeah, that looks to me like it is going to be an immediate transfer, because otherwise it wouldn't be a here we go situation, because that's a big part of the negotiation. When do you let the player leave? And, yeah, medical. So, again, that looks like this could be happening. If they've agreed all the financials, this could be happening Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday. Yeah. Just check the details, check the financials, make sure they're all happy with it. Bang, bang, bang. He flies obviously over from Brazil. That's probably going to take a day. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm thinking this one Thursday or Friday. Probably Friday.
Yeah, they'll sort the medical paperwork, visas, work permit, whatever you want to call them. Sort that out. And yeah, no, I'm really excited for him. I am really excited for him, because he looks ready for, not ready for a pep team, but he looks really composed on the ball. He loves to pass out from the back. He loves to, bring that ball forward into space. And that's what I think. I think all the City fans are going to be very, very excited about this young lad. Because everyone's, and did you see that tweet, that quote from Real Madrid earlier? The Real Madrid media.
Yeah, shout out Danny as well. Just a fucking thing.
You could tell something was going on, because it was a little bit salty. That was a little bit pissed off.
Yeah, where's Danny's tweet? He tweeted about the academy, so I can't. Where is it? I need to find it, man.
Here it is. People at the club have doubts over Victor Hayes' ability to defend out wide, and Palmeiras have made it clear he can only leave in the summer.
Yeah. So check this chat. Danny called it out, man. Check this out, right? So Madrid's own tweeted. Well, obviously this come from Mario Cortegana. People at the club. This is Real Madrid. People at the club have doubts over Victor Hayes' ability to defend out wide, and Palmeiras have made it clear that he would only leave in the summer. And then Danny tweeted this. Danny, who comes on the show, guys, been on Martin's show as well. You can tell this transfer is signed and sealed when Real Madrid are making up falsehoods about and coping about a player who is class at exactly what they say is awful. It's so funny. Do you not remember when they did that with Haaland? When we were signing Haaland, big up Pat as well. Remember when we were signing Haaland and Real Madrid put something out saying Real Madrid are not interested in Haaland because they've had their injury, they've checked his injury documents, and basically, like, they're worried about his injury, so they're not signing him. And you're just like, what? These guys, man, they're chatting absolute ass, bro. Honestly.
Next time I go for a piss, you want to follow me?
Huh?
Pat, next time, follows me everywhere now. It's like my shadow.
Yeah, because that's easy from Sydney, Australia, isn't it? Like, what are you on about?
Yeah, I was going to say that's tricky, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you've invented a device that can do that,
if I'm able to get from his to mine that regularly, then I think I deserve a pick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Facts.
Yeah. Pause.
What are you guys? Pat, what are you making of this then? Victor Hayes, done deal, 40 million euros. It sounds to me like this. He is going to be coming this window, and it's another defender, another young defender. Big money on this guy. But City must be confident, mate.
City making moves in January. We're not used to it, but when it happens, my God, it's an unbelievable feeling, isn't it? Again, City just proven that we're not worried about stopgaps till the end of the season. We're looking at, building the future of this club, and we're not afraid to use a January transfer window if we have to. Martin, you said it before. You were concerned that we were sleepwalking into the situation that we probably were already in, to be honest. So, it's just fantastic that we're getting signings done for right now, as well as for 3, 4, 5 years down the line. So, can't be any happier with that. And I think the only way we'd be even more ecstatic is if we start hearing more business once these next 2 or 3 signings are through the door, which we should by the end of the week anyway.
Yeah, no, absolutely, mate. That's what I'm thinking. I think Hardy's obviously put it in the chat here. Yeah, they're announcing all 3 of them together. I wonder if they might do that. Do you reckon they could do that?
I mean, a bit like David Silva, Kolarov, and
Boateng.
Boateng won it, the other guy.
Yeah, I just hope they stay here a bit longer than Boateng.
Yeah. No, it's kind of a brave strategy, this though, isn't it, lads? When our defense is struggling so bad, it is a brave call to go and spend best part of what 80 million euros, 90 million euro, whatever, on Huzanov, Bar, and Victor Hayes on 3 players, all under the age of 20. I think they're all under the age of 20. That's a brave strategy. Brave strategy. Like, they must be convinced. By the way, that's not me saying like they're doing the wrong thing here. Like I'm excited. I don't know if it's going to be right, but that they must be absolutely convinced. They must be convinced on that. You don't spend 40 million euros on an 18-year-old centre back. Is he the highest cost 18-year-old centre back of all time? Like, who's the most expensive young centre back chap? Because I don't.
Lenny Oro's 18. He was like 20 million more.
Is he 18?
United, yeah, I'm sure he was 18.
No way he's 18. I thought he was like 22 or something.
No,
he looks 32, but no.
No way is he 18.
He turns 20 in November this year.
He's 19.
Yeah.
Right. Damn, I thought it was on. I thought it was like 21.
That's why we all took the piss when they spent 65 million on him. And we all went, what are you doing?
Are they going to take the piss on us now?
But why? Because we paid 25 million under what they paid.
I'm just asking a question. Are
I'll be honest with you. See, the thing is, I never look at a player. It's very hard to judge a player at another club because to me, I want to see what they're like. What I look in a player is the Pep attributes. It's the Pep attributes that I'm looking at within a player.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to look at, because what that tells me is, are they going to need a slower bedding in period, or are they going to need a longer one? Because I think that's part of the issue some of the midfielders have made. Mateus Nunes, as much as I think he's a quality player, don't think he's a Pep player.
Facts.
I actually think when you put Nunes properly, he would have suited a Liverpool midfield more than he suited a City midfield.
Martin's being facts.
Player, though.
Player.
It's like the thing is, Erling Haaland would not suit every single football team in the world. Mo Salah would not suit every single football team in the world.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Rare Martin W?
That's not me, bro. That's a fake account, isn't it?
No, but this is the problem. People look at footballers and they go, "Oh, he's cooking at Liverpool. He's cooking at Real Madrid." Mbappe was great at PSG. He looks like Chris Wood B-Tech at Real Madrid.
Hey.
No, I said B-Tech Chris Wood. So I actually complimented Chris Wood a little bit there.
Oh, fair enough. We'll take that back.
You wake up on the wrong side of the bed, man. What's going on here? You were agreeing with LB, and all of a sudden you're giving props to Chris Wood.
I know, mate. Are you all right today?
We have gone mad in 2025. Bloody hell.
The simple thing is, I said, I didn't think City would ever do this.
No, you didn't. I did. Not as many. I thought we'd sign 3 or 4, not 5.
We're going to get into it in a minute, because you're going to turn around and tell me, I want 300 million spent, but I want to keep every EDS player in the world and have a squad of 6 there.
No.
Well, we're going to go into that in a bit. But seriously, I'm very impressed, because for me, these are signings for the next 5-10 years. They're not panic signings. They're signings that we've properly sat down as a group and we've looked at it, and we've looked at it properly. And I don't think we're anywhere near finished. I think we'll look at a right back. I think we'll look at a midfielder. I don't think we're anywhere near done yet.
Another important thing to add on what you said, Martin, as well, was the other thing that is really, I think, really important is the age of these players that we're signing them as well too. Because it's all well and good if you sign like a 27 to 28-year-old to play under Pep's style Pep's style. But the thing is that they grew up playing under a whole bunch of different managers that play a completely different style of football to what Pep does. And I think it's really hard for them to sort of learn or almost reinvent themselves of how they play football under Pep. I think when you get them at 18 to 20 years of age, he can tutor them young, and he can basically set them on their way, set them on a different philosophy than anything that they've been aware of. Or, for lack of a better word, it's like when you're young like that, you are vulnerable to how you're going to be mentored or how you're going to play your football.
Do you know why City?
And I mean that as in like a positive way, like positive vulnerability.
Do you know why City get 30, 40, 50 million for our youngsters? Because our training methods, our training, our actual grey matter is worth 25, 30 mil on its own. Because they're getting taught and trained by the best coaches in world football. With due respect, and I'm not, listen, Mamouche and Husanoff and all them will have been trained very well. They're about to come to the big leagues and be trained by proper. I don't mean that as in proper people, but you know what I mean. The next level. Next level. Now, some can handle the City job, some can't. Sadly, Calvin Phillips came to Manchester City and he looked like a fan who'd won a raffle.
Yeah, now facts. Just a bit more on this Victor Hayes deal. Obviously, Fabrizio's giving it the here we go, guys. But these two guys on the Andre Hernan and this UOLE Sport, these are the guys that broke it initially. Palmeiras and Manchester City's agreement for Vitor Reis reached in the last few hours is valued at between 30 million euros and 35 million euros. So actually, it might be actually slightly cheaper than Huzanov, because Huzanov was like 33 million pounds, wasn't it?
Yeah, Huzanov was 40 million. Yeah, 40 million euros.
Yeah, which is about 33 million pounds. So actually, this guy might be cheaper than Huzanov, which didn't look like it was going to be the case initially, and it looks like we're getting him now as well. So that's two players there. And like I say, I'm pretty excited to see what these guys bring, because at the end of the day, we need these bodies in because our defenders cannot stay fit. Do you know what I'm saying? Just a quick one there as well. I don't know if you saw that then on the FPL main road. Again, this account's pretty good when it comes to ITK news, guys. Obviously, won't get everything right, but on the whole, pretty accurate. Hearing the Kyle Walker deal is done. Believe it's AC Milan. So here's the question that I'm going to ask Pat and Martin. I want you guys to tell me your thoughts in the chat. Get your comments up on screen. The question I'm going to ask you, I'm going to come to the super chats, and we'll come to the answers after the super chats here, is do City need to go out now and buy a new right back? Or are we okay with Rico Akanji and then the two guys coming in? Have a think about that, lads. Chat, have a think about it. Then we'll come to these super chats and we'll go through some of the answers on that one as well. Big up to Bellox says, what is this Well, it's turning out, it was just a normal stream. Turns out we're signing Victor Hayes, which looks like it's a bomber. And yeah, we'll see where it goes at 4 a.m. in the morning. Big up to Dash. It says, LB Biblical Stinker and Hooked. Big up the chat, says Dash Meta with the 2. Big up to you, bro. Big up to LB, who says Liverpool turned down 70 million for Donkey Nunes. Yeah, I've seen it. That can't be true, bro. And you see this? No. Apparently Saudi Arabia apparently offered 70 million for Nunes and they've rejected it. If that's true, then I
never know about this Saudi deal. So did you listen to Riyad Stafford on the Saudi deals? He said when you actually look at the Liverpool books from when they sold Henderson and Fabinho, they were nowhere near the fees that were quoted. They're about 40 million apart. The actual cold hard cash of it, they were nowhere near the fees. Because Stefan said they have, because obviously they have to publish them, don't they, within the books? Obviously tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be very intriguing who gets, by the way, tomorrow might be fun to see who gets charged.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get charged tomorrow. It's like a transfer window, isn't it? This PSR stuff.
I know.
It could be you. For the wrong reason.
It could be. Big up to Sympathetic here, bro. Says Diaz played a game for Benfica and come to Manchester the same night as the game. Mamouche probably going to do the same, I'm guessing. Yeah, maybe, bro. If he's not signed tomorrow, I'm pretty sure Frankfurt will have him in the squad because they're going for top 4.
Listen, I'll predict it. I think he'll be in the squad for Ipswich.
Yeah, I think so as well. Big up to Tone. Says evening, LB, Martin, and chat. Tone here, wishing you Oh, well, have a great show. Hope to have good waffle with you very soon, lads. Stay safe. All says Tom. Big up to you, Tom. Big up to you, Tom.
Yeah, I'm keeping quiet. No.
He's keeping quiet. Keeping quiet. Okay. Big up to Vasco for yours earlier on. Big up to Josh as well. Says, doesn't the lack of 24, 25-year-old defenders worry you guys when it comes to signing young players? Interesting, but I'd like some experience. Well, that's why that Mark Guay signing would have been pretty interesting because he's in that age. But
Maybe in the summer.
Josh, the thing is, yeah, you've just got to maybe just trust that the club think these two guys we're signing are ballers, bro. You know what I mean? And like, if they're ballers, then who cares if they're 18, 19 after 24?
We will sign somebody English because I'm going to have to. Because Walker's going to go, Carson's going to go, McAtee's likely to go. Who else was there? Grealish is likely to go, and Stones could go. That's 5 homegrown players bye out the door.
Yeah.
That's when you are going to have a homegrown problem at that point.
That's why I think Ake doesn't leave in the summer. I don't think Ake leaves in the summer. I think
no, that's what I mean. So I think I might get here or who was the other one? Someone mentioned Morgan Gibbs White.
Gibbs White, maybe. You'd have to do a full look at the squad and see exactly how many you have. Because remember, if you're under 20 as well, 21, you don't go into the Premier League squad. But apparently, no, not apparently, it's legit because I checked it. Champions League, you do, unless you've been there 2 years. So Vitor Reis and Kuzanov, even though they're under 21, they're going to be on our main Champions League books because they've not been at City for 2 years. Whereas Premier League, they're fine. But that's my answer to that.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's very weird, that rule.
Yeah. That's my answer to that one. Big up to LB says get the map of Kuzanov progressing, passing up. I don't know where you get that from. Can you DM me on Twitter? DM me on Twitter, bro. I get it up. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Tinsay says here we go for another small signing. Says Tinsay. He's never happy. He's never happy. Tinsay, is he? Maybe Mamouche.
Right, no, listen. I'm not.
Maybe Mamouche should be happy with Mamouche.
I'm trying to say this because I don't want Tinsay to think I'm having a go. I'm not. I'm genuinely asking a question, mate. Who did you want in the summer? Because again, this is coming back to our debate in a bit. That I'm going to cook you on. I'm not even going to slow ball you. I know. Well, I won't say what I was going to say then.
Slow what? Sorry.
I said I'm going to spit roasting, but no, that's going to come out wrong.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
You've all got dirty minds. It's the problem.
You go in prison, and you're getting named and shamed.
Dirty minds, you lot.
Big up to Marshy
Pauses in the chat.
Pauses in the chat. Big up to Marshy boy with the 8 months. Says big up to Martin, Pat, LB, and Tone. The club is seriously showing intent in the transfer window too. Yeah, they are, bro. This is what I wanted to see, Marshy boy. That's all I've ever wanted. Intent. Show me that you actually try. You know what I mean? And that's why I didn't cook them for 2 summers ago because they tried. And
it wasn't cheeky.
Well, we're going to get his comments. We're going to get his comments up. We're going to get his comments up. A couple more of these go. Big up to Ed. Says record fee for a Brazilian defender. We are back. Says Ed.
I like that. Record fee for a Brazilian. What are we doing here? Record defender.
There's always some record we're breaking.
What's wrong with you tonight, man?
It's the way it sounded. It's a record fee for a Brazilian defender. It's like, where do we go to how do you get these stats? Seriously.
I don't know, but it's legit.
No, I know it is. I just
record fee for a Brazilian defender. I'm sure Madrid played more for Militao. I'm sure they did.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's his age. Oh, I don't know, bro.
No, I think it's an amazing start. I just find it weird how we're looking at that deep into the stats now.
Oh, yeah, bro. It's 2025. We look at everything.
Give it a few years, Martin, then it'll be the record fee. It'll be the record fee for a defender off a certain street in Sao Paulo. Yeah.
Go to Rampage. Says, we are back. Now let me hear. Here we go, Mamouche. Says Rampage. Yeah, I reckon that's tomorrow or Wednesday, bro. Big to Ash. Says 3 signings in Jan. We are so back. Thanks, Tiki. Says Ash with the 2. And finally, big up to Rustin, who says to reset the market value of players, agents of target players should broker the negotiations of a transfer with the buying club, not disclosed. Clubs pay agent fees when they work on behalf of their client, says Ruston with the 10.
To reset the market, agents target position broker. Right.
The thing is, though, like, would you not have to like put in some legislation to do that, or would the clubs vote for it? I think they would, wouldn't they? And the club's not going to vote for that because then they lose the power, no?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Ruston comes in with good ideas, though. So yeah, it's probably a good idea if Ruston said it. Built to you, bro. Right. The question that I asked you boys, that hopefully you've been thinking of, the answer, and the chat as well. Right, I'm going to put some of your comments up on screen, guys. Kyle Walker's leaving. He's going back Milan. We're signing Victor Reis. We're signing Kuzanov. We're getting these players back from injury now. Apparently, John Stones is nearly back. Yeah. What's that profile picture? Got Wood.
It's to wind me up.
Oh, about Chris Wood. Do we need a new right back, chat?
Yes.
January. I'm not talking to some. I'm talking right
Yes.
now. If we're letting Walker go, yeah, we've got Akanji, we've got Rico Lewis, and we've got these two new young centre backs coming in who potentially can play right back. Do we need to sign a right back now, or do you reckon the club are going to wing it until the summer? I don't know. Pat don't know. He's not.
I don't
prepared.
know. The question was that hard. His internet died. The guy I want is not going to be available in Jan.
Who is it?
Tino Libermento. Because two birds with one stone, quality right back, and his homegrown. So I know, and the thing is, he's very good at bringing the ball forward, and he's very good at actual defending. That's my issue with Frimpong. My thing with Frimpong is not the going forward. I think he's fabulous going forward. It's sometimes really defending, but I don't know what system we're going to play next season. We may completely change the way we play around next year. Who we get now, though, I don't know. I mean, people have talked about Karl Walker-Peters. He's only got, is it 6 months left in his deal?
The thing is with Kyle Walker-Peters, yeah. For me, he's the Rico Lewis. He's like my rotational player.
No, I'm talking about just for 6 months. 6 months short deal, whatever.
How are you going to get him out of Southampton for 6 months?
Yeah, for him. Well, Kyle Walker got out of our club.
Yeah, but he's awful. That's why. And he wants to leave. Kyle Walker-Peters. Why would... No, answer the question. How are you going to get him out of Southampton for 6 months?
Are you going to trust an Akanji or a Rico Lewis for the rest of the season at right back? Or do we change and go 3 at the back?
I wouldn't be massively against it. I like Akanji at right back. I think it might be his best
No,
position.
I'm thinking more fitness.
It's 2 players. So, yeah, I think you can trust it.
I'm with the majority. Don't want Rico anywhere near right back.
Well, I'm not the majority.
No, that's what I'm saying. So this is the thing. If you're going to go with Rico at right back, you've got to fully trust him at right back then and just say good luck and you know, let him do his job then.
Sorry, say Nico or Rico?
Rico.
Yeah, Rico. Yeah, no, I'm game.
Sorry, we're going to say Nico.
I don't know. No, it's cool. I'm happy with Akanji and Rico Lewis. I think that's all right. I mean, listen, I wouldn't turn it down. I wouldn't turn it down. I wouldn't turn it down getting a right back. But like, if we're basically my point is this, right? And I think a lot of people agree with me. If I'm getting a right back, I want a mint right back. I don't want a Kyle Walker-Peters. I want a Hakimi if he's good enough. This type of guy. I don't want like another rotational right back. If you're getting me a right back, I want quality. Not.
Are you going to get that in January?
That's my point. If you can't, sack it off and go with Akanji and Rico Lewis. I'm happy to go Rico Lewis and Akanji to the rest of the season. If you're going to sign someone, there's no point in signing a random guy. Go and get me the best one you can get. And if you can't do that in January, sack it off and wait until the summer and then go and get him in the summer.
Yeah?
Get Cancelo.
Get Cancelo, no chance.
Get Cancelo back. Hyena. I don't mind. Actually, really
Forest
like
ain't going to let him go in Jan. That's the problem. I'd love him.
Well,
I'd love him in summer. You're not going to get him out.
The
in
thing
Jan.
is, though, he could leave on a free. He's out of contract.
Right,
You dropped
we'll
him
go
25 million.
Yeah, well, hang on. Trent can go on a free. Would you go and get Trent now?
No, because Liverpool wouldn't sell him to us.
Forest
went-
won't win the third.
If you went to Forest and said, "Yo, 30 mil,"
No, not right. I think he'd do a 10th, yeah. Not where they are. No chance.
I don't know, man. Obviously,
Just-
we have
just
been linked
think
with this
to
guy,
yourself.
Cambiasso. Have you seen this? We've been linked with this guy, Cambiasso.
Yeah, we have. It's that thing between Forest. All right, then do you think Forest could genuinely get Champions League?
I think they've got a good chance.
Then it's worth more to them to keep him and take the gamble and get 100 million going in the Champions
Quite possibly.
League.
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah. Quite possibly. I don't know who else you could get then in January. You want to go and get this single for Monaco? You want to go and get Aina? You want to go and get Kyle Walker-Peters? You want to try and get Hakimi? Porro? You're not going to be able to get Porro out in January, no way. This is why, for me, like, I'd if you can't get me a big name, like a quality player, sack it off, wait till the summer, go and get him in the summer, and just for the end of the season, a Kanji. Bro, we won the treble with a Kanji at right back, man. I know he almost fucking tried to screw it up against Inter Milan in the final when he just let the ball. By the way, yeah, I seen a clip of that again yesterday. You know, in the final when someone passes a Kanji the ball and he just leaves it for Ederson, and Ederson's like, "What are you doing?" And that guy gets it and like, "Oh my god, I couldn't believe that." So he does have a bozo in him, but
It's easy for you to say. You weren't in the ground.
Come on,
I was.
Reece James, you're going to have to get him off the treatment table.
Yeah, you probably did, man. Come on,
Probably
Chris.
did, man.
What are we doing here? Reece is never fit, man.
You will be playing the casual music every show.
I know, man. You know what I mean? Bloody hell, this will be on every single stream, bro. You know what I mean? I'll have to get more than one of those stethoscopes or whatever they're called. Jeez, I'll need the full works, X-ray, MRI machine.
See, a lot of people say this Victor Hayes can play right back. I don't know. I've not seen him play right back. I don't know.
I think he can play anywhere by the looks of it.
So
are we missing the big elephant in the room? Isn't Kuzhinov? Isn't the reason Kuzhinov's coming in for this?
Potentially, but this is what I'm asking. I'm saying,
right centre back, right back can do right back duties.
Yeah, but that's
unbelievable pace, progressive forward passing.
Are you happy with that though?
Plays a right sided role.
It depends.
From what we've heard, plays a right sided role where he doesn't play heavy overlaps with the winger in front of him.
It depends who you speak to, because I've heard 2 or 3 different people. What with the different. So, by the way,
that's why I asked the question, because I've heard multiple as well, mate. Yeah.
A to Z, different things about Kuzhinov. Some have said he can pass ball very well progressively. Sam Lee, and I think it was some guy who does French football, I can't remember his name, said he cannot bring the ball out, not the way Pep Guardiola wants him to do it.
I don't believe that, man.
So I don't know.
No, I'm sorry, there's no way. I don't know, because I've never watched a guy. But
yeah, don't start your belabor stuff.
No, but there's no way we're dropping 30-odd million quid on this Huzanov if he can't play out from the back. If we have, then we've got serious money to be spending. You know what I mean? We've got cash money in the bank if we can spend 30 million quid on a defender who can't play out from the back. If we've got the money to do that, then bloody hell, maybe Musiala is coming to Manchester City, lads.
No, but hang on. Rodri needed a season to learn the Pep way.
Yeah, but he could play football.
Yeah. I'm not saying he can't play football.
I thought that's what you just said. You said one of the journalists said he can't play out from the back.
Someone said he's not good at the progressive passing. He's a brilliant defender, because what some describe him as an old-fashioned player who gets because someone said there was one point he was on the right-hand side of the wing and got the ball, won a yellow card there, and then the next time hoofed the ball 40 yards up the pitch. And if Pep watches, I can't remember what goal it was. What goal did we score from a long bally thing? And Pep went mad at the guy who knocked it 35 yards. There was a game and I can't remember it because we scored a goal and people went, "How come Pep's moaning?" And he was bollocking the guy who launched the ball 35 yards. And I can't think of what game it was.
Well,
No, I don't know, bro.
Martin, remember the first goal. Remember the first goal De Bruyne scored against Arsenal in the 4-1 in the treble season. Pep went absolutely mental.
And
about his positioning and where he was receiving the ball. Yeah.
You know, I think with Pep sometimes, I think it's the positional sense when he does it. I think if some players do it, I think he's okay, like your goalie or a Stones. I think sometimes there's other games when he looks at it and doesn't want the players to do that. It's very weird.
Yeah. No, I think that is true. Though. I think that's just Pep, though, isn't it? He likes that whole, he likes that side of that position. You got to be knowing what you're doing positionally. But I'm kind of with Liam, man. Like I don't know, man. I'm happy with Akanji at right back, and I'm not settling there. I like him. I actually do like him at right back. I'm not settling. Don't think I'm just going, "Oh, LB's just settling for him." I'm not settling for him. I actually like him. I like Akanji at right back. Now, that doesn't mean that I wouldn't take a right back. If you can go and get me a mint right back that's better than Akanji right back, of course I'm taking him. I want the best. I want the best player in each position in my team. So if you can get me a better right back than Akanji, no problem. Go and get him. But
Who would you have? Who would be your right back? Put you in charge of the signings. Who would be your right back?
I don't know.
What, realistically, or if you're in FIFA mode?
Well, at the moment, we're in FIFA mode. So
yeah, at the moment, bro.
You can go with FIFA mode if you want.
33 million on a guy who can't play out from the back here. So go on.
just go with FIFA mode.
Anyone. Who would you go for, Pat? Any name? Don't know.
I mean, FIFA mode. I think everybody's first choice would be Hakimi. There we go. So,
or Livramento.
Sound.
Livramento. Yeah, Frimpong obviously is another option. Different style of right back, but yeah,
he's the only one who's not. I'm not excited by him. I don't know why. There's some.
Is it because, Martin, if we change the formation to have wing backs, then Frimpong would be. He'd be your choice, but not. Yeah,
I think Frimpong would suit. Depends if Pep wants to do. You know, like Pep's always had this really big obsession with the three at the back, and he's always wanted to do it. Remember when we had Garcia back in the day?
Yeah,
and he tried to do it with Garcia, and it just didn't work.
No,
and I think I go back to when we brought Walker and Ben Mendy in. I think that's what he was going to try and do. I think his long-term goal was to have three at the back and then your two wing backs go. But very much like Gavardio does now and walk on the other side and goes.
Because
I mean, at one point, again, I know it was only Salford, and I don't mean that in any discredit. We had two at the back.
Yeah, we had two defenders on the pitch.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe we're looking at this Pep football in a very tunnel vision way. Maybe Pep will change. Maybe Pep will go back to that 17, 18, 19 season where we just go all out, go. Sexy football time.
Well, the thing is with Pep, he always try and like changes the style, innit? Like, you know what I mean? He always tries to changes the style. So for me, I think he probably is going to change it again. I think the signings of Mamouche, these centre backs coming in, you know, you're seeing these wingers now slowly change from Bernardo, Mahrez, Grealish to Savio, Doku, Bob, and obviously might we get someone else? Could he play Mamouche on the side? Is he starts going back to sort of the Sane Sterling days? I don't think it's going to be as Sane Sterling because they were very much like get a ball and fucking run with it. Like maybe it's a little bit more hybrid of like a Grealish, Mahrez, Grealish, Bernardo, and Sane and Sterling.
I've got a theory on Mamouche that some will be shocked today. Some will say I'm talking garbage.
Go on.
I think Mamouche is going to be used as part of the Kevin De Bruyne replacement lot.
I think you might be right.
I don't think there's going to be two. I don't think we're going to buy one player. I think we're going to buy two.
And I've said if you can't get Wirtz or Musiala, I'd rather have two top quality players.
So for example, like a Mamouche and a Bayana.
Yes.
If you get what I mean. And do that.
If
One
you
on the left,
can't get
one on the
Wirtz,
right.
Yeah, if you can't get Wirtz or you can't get Musiala, one of like the two golden
Yeah,
boys type
yeah.
things, go and get me Mamouche and Bayana.
And you've got
what you're
two very
saying-
versatile players and young players.
What you're saying, Martin, there is really like it's really promising for the future because you know you can look at this and this whole Florian versus Musiala talk. You know, we'd be saying what 120, 130 million. We could solve the problem by having two players for the same amount as what you'd pay for a Musiala or a Wirtz. So there's a lot of potential, a lot of promise there that we may not have to open up the really big checkbook basically and go for the nine figure player. We might be able to go and get two players who are equally just as good as Musiala or Wirtz, and we pay less than what we would for one of them.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. I think that's the way to go.
So that's something to get really. That's really promising. For me. Yeah,
50 mil. We'll say 50 just for thing. Bayana's got a £50 million release clause. You've got two quality young players there for 100 mil, which is about 30 million less than Wirtz and Musiala. You're only getting one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now the argument to that would be is Wirtz is fucking well better than anyone. Yeah, I mean, although to be fair, Mamouche is just a killer. I can't believe how good Mamouche was, man.
Have a look at Mamouche's assists and have a look at Florian Wirtz's assists.
Yeah, I will do now. I couldn't believe how
Yeah,
good Mamouche
you're
was.
about to get shocked.
Am I? Right, so Mamouche, ready for this? This season,
18 goals, 12 assists. And
are we doing all competitions?
Well, he's Mamouche is 18 and 12. Is that in all comps?
Well, both teams are in Europe, so you can put all comps. Yeah.
There you go.
So who's that?
That's Mamouche.
Right, so he's got 31, 19 and 12. What's Wirtz got?
Wirtz has 12 and 8. Okay, Mamouche clear, bro. Mamouche clear.
Good night. See you later, mate.
Shit a bit,
What
mate.
you're doing is you're going for the name again. You're doing the name. Florian Wirtz is the name.
Yo,
honestly, LB, there's Ed in the chat in a couple of words. I did this in a space about 3 months ago, and I said Wirtz doesn't get the assists like people think he gets. Doesn't get them.
He is mint though.
He's always absolutely quality, but he's not a KDB.
I think he's more KDB. Bro, he got 20 assists last year.
Do you know who Florian Wirtz is more like for me? David Silva. Musiala is more like KDB for me.
I completely disagree.
Yeah, what do you think? What's David Silva play?
I think good one. I think Florian Wirtz is much more KDB style. I think Musiala. I don't think Musiala is. I don't know who could compare Musiala to because this guy's a ball carrier. He's more like Foden. Musiala.
Well,
Musiala's more similar to Foden.
Well, Musiala's game's completely changed up under Vinny this season because if you have a look at some of the games he's been playing, the way company's been utilising him, he's been playing more forward than Harry Kane has in some matches.
I love Musiala. I think Musiala.
I think we all do. But Vinny's just brought out this different type of Musiala, this incredibly versatile attacking midfielder who almost plays as like a second striker.
Jesus.
Yo,
this is where we're coming on to later on.
We could have a stacked midfield. We could have a stacked midfield in a few years.
We've also forgotten to stop putting Iniesta.
Huh? Who's that?
Stockport Iniesta.
Foden.
One of our own. Yeah, come on.
Oh, you're chilling, man.
You're so worried about transfers, you forget who's in our bloody squad, LB. What's going on here?
I can't help him anymore.
Give yourself a Paul Merson. Give yourself Paul Merson.
Too many of these sweetness, man. You know what I mean? I'm on like five Diet Cokes a day, man. I got all these
named and shamed.
I got aspartame K running through my veins. My memory's like a fish. Yeah.
Have you got other teams on in the background? And you just have City on in the corner?
I have. I was watching Real Sociedad versus Villarreal before. Guess who was in that game? Guess who played in that game, man? Zubamendi.
Yeah.
Zubamendi played. Unbelievable. Baena played. Pretty good, but not unbelievable. Denis Suarez. You remember Denis Suarez?
Yeah, bag of shit.
31 years old. Can you believe that?
Making me feel old. I watched that.
Bro, I couldn't believe it. When I seen him on the pitch, I was like, how old is this guy? I clicked it, 31. I was like, oh my God, I remember when he was like 19.
When I looked at Sean Wright Phillips' age, I watched his debut at Main Road. And I'm like, when he played against, I'm sure it was Coventry played a debut against, and he was a right wing back. He wasn't a right winger, he was a right wing back. And he couldn't hit Cal's ass with a banjo back then. And then I was like, how old's he?
Yeah.
How old's he? I feel old.
Sergio Gomez was there as well. But yeah, I was watching that game and it was like pretty good. But mate, some of Mendes,
we're approaching 12 years since we signed Jesus Navas and he's just retired.
Yeah, but isn't he like 45 or something like that?
No. He's like mid.
He's old,
30s.
man. He's old.
45.
Bro. Yeah, and by the way, LB, you've still got Doku, Savio, Bernardo, Oscar Bob.
Yeah, but I've been telling people, man, in this chat, and they don't want to hear it, man. I'm telling you now, and we'll come to Pep's quotes, guys. Yeah, I'm telling you now, 7 or 8 players will leave this football club. One's gone already, Kyle Walker, by the sounds of it, AC Milan. 7 to go.
But you're going to bring in, you're going to bring in 4 or 5 in the summer again.
That's what I'm saying. Because I think what we're going to do is they're going to do what a lot of people didn't think they're going to do. They're going to try and get it done by the end of the summer. So, and to do that, they had to be aggressive in January because we've said all along, right? You can't do 8 in the summer. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? That's not going to happen. So you got to do it, and you got to start in January. So they're getting 4 or 5 in January, do another 4 in the summer, and I think they're going to try and fill this rebuild. And this is why I fucking love this club, mate, yeah? Because we're not like all these other washed football clubs, mate, yeah? We're trying to get this rebuild done by the end of the summer. We ain't messing around doing it over 2 or 3 years. Oh, rebuild, it's going to take 2 to 3 years. Nah, fuck that. Not my club, mate, yeah? Khaldoon. Told you on this on the stream the other day. He said Khaldoon doesn't come second, man. He comes first. And we're going to try and get this rebuild done by the end of the summer. Now, we might get a couple misses on some of the players. Some of them might come in and not be too great. Might have to, then summer after, just get rid of a couple and, move them on or whatever. But the intent is to get this rebuild done by the end of the summer. And that's what I want as a fan. I'm a very simple fan in that case.
I think it'll be January this summer, maybe the summer after. Then I think we'll go back to buying just one player a summer, maybe 1 or 2, because then we're built up then.
But Martin, then we've got to learn from this. Every summer we've got to improve.
By the way, Craig,
there's always one area of the pitch that just needs a little bit of like a rejuvenation.
Oh, look at that.
Or an update.
Bayano, 100% high on list of targets above Sudakov and the PSG loan player.
What? Are you saying this?
That's what Craig put earlier. Bayano is 100% high on the list of targets.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, George Lampter.
Yeah, check this out. Whoa, bro, check this out from Victor Reis, bro.
What?
Palmeiras wanted 40 million euros and were non-negotiable, but Man City used their methods and convinced them. What fucking methods?
What methods? Did you slip a brown envelope under
it? Yeah, what methods are those?
That sounds a bit shady, doesn't it?
What the hell are that? Victor Reis did everything to get through and play for Manchester City.
Yeah, and that is huge to say. City are huge on that. If a player, because this is why. Do you remember in the summertime when you heard a lot of reports of City wanted Bruno to be a bit more pusher, be a bit more. You remember when Bruno kept coming out with all these quotes saying, "I love Newcastle and I love the people," and that's not what City want to wear.
No.
I'm not saying they want him to do a Nunes and go on strike. They don't want that either, but they want it to be. They want like Marmouche and Victor Reis have both gone to their clubs who have said we don't want to sell till the summer, and they've said sell me now. I don't want to stay. That is huge to say.
I think you've also got to look at the influence that these young players have as well too. Because if you go back 10, 20 years ago, any new signings that came through, especially like say to United or Liverpool, they usually said they signed because they used to watch them as a kid. Now we're getting these young players coming through saying, like, you think Victor Reis, he would have been about 12 or 13 years of age when he watched us win the domestic treble.
Yeah.
Gabriel Jesus, former Palmeiras player, Palmeiras, Sao Paulo born and raised, Palmeiras fan. I believe Vitor Reis is the same thing as well. There's going to be influence there as well too. And I think Vitor Reis is basically come in and kicked Palmeiras' door down and said, make this happen. Because, you know, he's making a dream come true.
Yeah, no,
so I think for him it's a no-brainer.
You're spot on, bro. And you know what I'm liking about this situation, yeah? According to the stuff that we've seen about Omar Mamouche, he only wanted City. Do you remember when we seen that on Twitter? Like all the stuff coming out saying Mamouche, he only wants Man City. He don't want to go anywhere else. He wants Man City. He wants Man City. He wants Man City, and he wants to go in January. Don't want to wait till the summit. He wants to go now. Yeah, and now we're seeing this with this kid, Victor Reis. He wants Man City. Don't want to go nowhere else. He wants Man City. Don't want to wait till Club World Cup. He wants to go now. Like, these fucking ballers want to come to our club and, like, they're pushing the deals through. Bro, Frankfurt, are in the middle of a Champions League top 4 race. And he's like, get me out of here, bro. I want to go Man City, mate. Yeah? You know what that means? Palmeiras are like, come on, man. We want you to be at our first ever Club World Cup. We want you to be at our first ever Club World Cup. Yeah? Nah, mate. I want to go Man City. And why, bro? We're not even having a good season.
Mahrez did
not
that.
Even having a good season, bro.
Mahrez has to come.
This is the thing, mate.
Loads of people has to come. That's why they get pissed off with the likes of Sanchez, where you agree a deal, and then because another team's offered you more money, they turn you back. They want you. It's a big thing. That's why I think this is why the club would do the thing on the exits as well. So you know where we say we don't want to be here, leave. I think City have got that respect thing. You know, you've given us the respect by actually wanting to be here, and we're going to give you the respect by letting you leave when you want. I think they run on this respect thing. Respect is a two-way door,
which is why they're going to let KDB decide like what's going on in it.
See that only to a certain point.
Yeah,
I would say till April max, because City have. For me, if City sit on their hands like they did with Gundogan, being too sentimental, we can't be doing that.
Facts.
Because they should have learned from the Gundogan experience now that they left that too late. Because if you are going to do, because listen, make no mistake about it, you want Bajana, and you want a Sudakov, or you want a Musial, whoever you want, we are not the only game in town on those players. Arsenal are going to want them. Newcastle may have a sniff at a couple. Tottenham are going to be in there. We've got the reason. Listen, one thing we've done this January is be very proactive. Mamouche was wanted by Liverpool, wanted by a couple of other teams. City have gone early straight away and gone, we're done now.
Yeah.
Real Madrid were looking at Victor Reis. City have gone now.
Yeah. And this is why.
Be proactive.
Yeah, the club know what they're doing, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they know with the situation that we're in here. Yeah, they know that they've got to get these players through the door, because otherwise there's going to be too much to do in the summer, because we are going to be letting 6, 7, 8 of these players go in the summer. And I really believe that. And I know a lot of people are like, no, that's too many. We're not going to let them go. I think you're going to be in for a big shock, lads. I think we're going to let a lot of them go. And obviously Walker's going already. That's one.
I'd like a bit of that. All right, there's the two. Out. Louise and Heimland, do we job?
I'd go Hjulmand.
Yeah, I would.
If Viana is pushing for Hjulmand because he knows him.
Yeah, but this doesn't solve our CDM issues, isn't it? Because he's not a CDM, this guy.
Oh,
he doesn't have to be. He can be a 6 and an 8. He needs to be versatile.
I thought it was both.
No, he's not an out-and-out 6, man.
Is he not?
No.
I've not watched a lot of him, so I can't.
Same.
Is he going to sort us out, though, chat?
It says people say defensive midfielder, LB.
People saying he's a CDM. I got told he wasn't a CDM.
It's say on transfer market, and I know you're going to kill me for that.
Maybe he's a CDM then.
Yeah, they're saying he's CDM. Who can play? So he's a 6 and 8 then, basically.
He's a hybrid player.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tristan said he's
Versatile,
Right,
exactly
we'll
what we
get this
need.
guy then. I've never seen him play, man, properly. So
Hang on a minute. Hang on a
Yeah,
minute. Not only has he played DM every single game this season, he's captain.
So another leader.
Yeah.
Leader
Someone
FC.
for the captaincy team in the future.
Every single game. So big up to the chat who said he is a DM. Yeah, he is. And he's captain.
See, all right, and go and get him. Go and get him in January then.
Has he got a release clause?
Transfer marked has his market value of 45 million euro.
Yeah,
No idea if there's a release clause, but
what is it with 45 million euro? Is that the sweet spot for City this January?
I don't think you're going to get him. I don't think you're going to get him for 45 million euro because fucking that Neve who does the like away day thing, she said he's been one of the best players in Europe this year.
Who?
That Yumland guy.
Oh, right.
See,
I know you mean. I know you mean now.
Maybe one of the best players, man. So I don't think you're going to be able to get him, bro. Like 45 million quid.
Release clause of 70 million euros is what, 62 mil?
That's what we pay for Rodri. That's what we pay for Rodri.
Yeah, it's what we pay for. If you think he's good, the thing is, yeah, if we're getting him, he has to be good enough. I don't want to buy him and then people go, oh yeah, squad rotation. No. I need starters. So the question to the chat is, if we get this Youngland guy, yeah, is he good enough to start for us week in, week out? That's my question. I'm asking you because I don't know.
Okay, well, do you want me to tell you what he's played statistically in his whole career?
Oh, you can't do it.
Well, this is from being obviously a teenager, 293 appearances.
So nice experience.
For
he's only 25.
What's he played? Has he played in the Champions League?
Yeah, didn't he start? Didn't he start when they beat us in Portugal a couple months ago?
Champions League, yeah. He's played in European qualifiers.
Wow, this is scaring me, man. Why is there so many people in the chat saying, nah, it's not it? Why is there so many people in the chat?
Because you programmed them to all say belabor.
Well, the question isn't belabor, bro. Chat, the question's not belabor. We're not getting belabor, man.
Yeah, no. And by the way, it's Douglas Luiz or Hoyland. You can't have Zubimendi or belabor.
Yeah,
you're not getting belabor. Because by the way, if nobody's talked to me about belabor, I'm listening. He's properly scouted him. He's not watched him and I was just on a drunk up piss up like you did.
He does. He likes him. He does like him. Apparently, right? Did you see this today? There's a guy, probably slightly too young to come into our first team, in the Manchester City under 16s, and he plays in that sort of DM area role. And Belabor is coaching him. Did you guys see that today?
No.
How mad is that? City have a player
in our academy.
In our academy, under 16s, we've got a player in our academy who plays in that sort of midfield area, and Belabor is coaching him. How mad is that? Oh, Sean said it's his cousin. Belabor's coaching him, bro. How crazy is that?
By the way, 15 appearances for Denmark.
Just get me a name. At this point, is anyone else getting to the point now where you just like, fucking just get me someone who can play? Sick and tired of watching Kovacic and Gundogan in the 6. No disrespect. I like them both in it, but like, it's not nice to see when the ball goes on the back of them and then they just can't. They're just out the game. I need to see a midfielder running after a player and catching them up. Is that too hard? Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask to watch your midfielder catch up another player and make a tackle?
I won't say Rodri's the quickest though, mate.
Yeah, but Rodri doesn't let that situation happen in the first place.
Yeah, because he stopped it before then, because he can't get through it if he goes behind
it. He stopped it before that happens, man.
That's where he gets out of it, because if it goes past him, he's fucked.
Well, he takes him down and gets a yellow, doesn't he? That's what he does. That's what he does, man. But yeah, we'll have to see this Ravello. Yeah, we've been linked with him, but I don't see anything on that, man. There would have been developments on this, surely, quicker than it's been
Lazio,
happening.
Ravella, and Lazio both said ain't happening in Jan. No, forget it.
They're third in the league and they're top of the Europa League table, so they're pushing for trophies.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are not massive fans of Douglas Luiz, man. You know what I mean? Say he's not going to help us if we bring him in.
Well, I don't mind Douglas Luiz as a long-term Gundogan replacement or a Kovacic replacement. I don't mind him as a 6 for a few months. But then what we've got to do is then go and buy a proper 6 or 8 in the summer.
Yes, correct. I agree.
So I don't mind Douglas Luiz as stopgap, and then he takes over somebody else's role.
Kovacic.
Yeah, or Gundogan or whoever you want in that in the squad. That's perfectly fine because I think that's good squad depth. Yes, because I think he will do that. Because this is why I was discussing earlier. This is where I think the ADS will struggle. It's not that I hate ADS. It's the fact that I think we're going to have better first team squad players that are going to be on the bench next year than what you've got now. That's where I think the ADS are going to struggle.
No, I agree.
And that's why I think you'll see a lot of them get sold and or a bunch of them get
loaned out.
Loaned out or sold with buybacks. Yeah,
you've got to have buybacks, man. You know what I mean? You do have to.
I've no problem with Maxi going out as long as we have a buyback. If we sell him without a buyback, that's ludicrous. Thanks. And by the way, just let you know, it's McAtee is actually the one pushing to still go.
Yeah, not surprised.
You didn't have that in your video earlier on, did you?
Well, I thought it was obvious.
No, you were too busy having a rant on it.
I thought it was pretty obvious that it was McAtee that wanted to leave. I didn't need to point out the obvious. Let me come to some of the
stethoscope broken, Dr. LB. Not taking appointments at this time.
1 second.
Man. Nurse, push back my 5:30.
Are you taking the fucking piss?
Whatever happened to that guy, by the way?
I don't know. Well, let me do these super chats, man.
Probably had an aneurysm. Give what you notice.
Craig Bombos, Craig. You do that and I'll blow one, Craig.
Yeah, big up to Dylan. Says Frimpong and Rico, both 5'7", 140 pounds. We can't complain about Rico being too small / not physical, where they both have the same builds. We need proper stature, says Dylan with the 5.
That's some research because I don't research the players to a point of weight and height. Big up to you, Dylan, on that.
Has Dylan been walking around with a tape measure outside the
Etihad? Big up to you, mate. Honestly, that is some.
Dylan's gone up to Frimpong and said, Frimpong, you just mind stepping on these scales for me, please, mate?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Keep
maybe
that weight off them kebabs in the summer. Yeah. You're getting like Martin.
It's not.
He hooks the back of his shirt up like when those fishermen catch a big fish.
You see what Craig's put about Baleba and about Livramento? Is that they are both high on the list, but they're going to cost.
Baleba would be City's dream sign along with Livramento. Yeah.
125 mil.
Defo, I get that.
I'm not surprised.
I get it. Bill the Tinsay says, Mr. 98%. I wanted Bruno and Olmo in the summer. Mr. 98%.
The trouble is, Tinsay, you're not going to get Olmo. He wants to go to Barcelona. And Bruno wouldn't push for the move.
That's funny, that Mr. 98%. Big up Tinsay, man.
Hey, big up. Listen, you can listen. I don't mind people saying. Listen, I don't mind a bit of banter. It's when people start calling me brain dead and all that is when I'm like, piss off, dickhead.
Now, big up Tinsay, man.
Big up
to Rampage says, no, this is a stretch, but maybe Kunde from Barca. He yesterday I thought was really poor, but that ball that he put in for the Rafinha header was out of this world.
Unreal.
Man. Yeah, out of this world. But yeah, there's a couple of people in the chat yesterday. I did a watch on for the El Clasico last night. Quite a few people said we get Kunde from Barca, but he didn't play particularly well, I don't think.
Yeah. The other problem is with Kunde is he won't be able to do his fashions on the field every time he walks in because that squad has to be wearing the City bloody tracksuit every time they walk in the ground. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to do his. Yeah. Oh, I mean, he's a stylish bloke, but he wouldn't be able to. I mean, I know. Apparently, Hansi Flick has stopped him from doing it. Like, he's not allowed to. He has to walk in the ground with the tracksuit, but when the game's over, he can wear whatever he wants. But I don't know, Kunde. I mean, I feel like that ship sailed when we got Diaz.
I agree. Big up to Johnny says, Huzanov Hayes and Mamouche Tiki X Viana combo is cooking, says Johnny with his 16 months, by the way. Big up to Johnny, man. Thank you very much for the support. Defo is cooking. Big up to LB, says Huzzard off passing map in the tele. Bro, I can't see it. It's not there, bro. DM me on Twitter or Instagram because it's not in the Telegram. It's not in the Telegram, bro. Big up to Doc.
Telegram.
Secret group.
No, I've never. No, I know everyone's talking about telegrams, and I've never.
Just like WhatsApp, bro. It's just like WhatsApp. It's just WhatsApp, basically. Just a different version of WhatsApp.
Yeah.
How's that? Right?
Yeah. Big up to the Doc says, "Call me sick, but I was loving this winless run." Yeah, you are sick, bro. You are sick. Big up to sick and twisted. Big Jam Boy says 3 signings in January. We're sold back Bray with the 11 months as well, bro. We got more to come, man. We got more jam. Big jam. We got more jam to come. But Unknown says, don't need Hayes, JSP till the summer. We'll be fine. Well, we're getting him. We're getting him, bro.
I think Poozy will go out. I think Jamal Simpson Poozy will do well with getting a loan. Now, that's someone you can loan for a year, 18 months.
Yeah.
But you have to load him to the right club, like a Brighton.
I was thinking more he would get loaned to maybe a championship club that's just sitting outside the 6.
No, I think he could do a job at Brighton. The one thing I will say, against Salford, he was very good at bringing the ball out. He was very good at that.
He's a decent player, man. I just he's a decent player, yeah. But like for me, I'm at the situation where like, if you're asking me based off what I've seen, do I think he's got a future at City? I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think he has. I've not seen enough in him. But
I mean, he has been thrown in the deep end too.
I accept that, fully accept that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I think he's shit. I think he's clearly a very good player. Do I think he's going to be good enough for City at this moment in time? No. But that's no dig on the guy. Like, he's going to have a career at top level football. That's unbelievable.
No,
it's kind of, sorry, Matt, just quickly. It's kind of with Simpson Pusey, it's kind of a rinse and repeat that we had with Harvey Bellis and Eric Garcia, because they showed glimpses of being good defenders when they were playing, not necessarily on the regular, but when they had to play because of our shortage of defense back in, I think it was 1920 season. But then again, you got to look at it because it was Laporte injury and we didn't cover for Vinny leaving and John Stones was a shell of the man he is today. It was another case of basically 2 young defenders that were being thrown in the deep end. And I think Simpson Pusey's been put in that position as well too, where he's been asked to do huge tasks in an out of form team with a bunch of injuries to our defense as well too. So, I just hope it doesn't affect the player that he is. I just hope that, in the future he does end up having a good, like it goes on to, good things at other clubs. And, if he follows something similar to like what Taylor Harwood-Bellis is doing, then things are going to be looking good for him for his future or for his career as a footballer.
The problem is, and I think we all fall foul of this as fans. This is my overall thing with the EDS. We look at our EDS very differently to any other club look at their EDS. You know why? Because to get into this Manchester City team when it's on form, I don't mean the 6 weeks disaster class. I'm talking when we're on form.
Pig. Yeah.
Did you call that a disaster? You said we was in a disaster.
Yeah, disaster class. I'm not kind of a crisis. It was 6 weeks.
I'll take disaster. I'll take that disaster.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think crisis is no, but
I'll take disaster.
Yeah, because crisis is way overboard for me and always was. But
a disaster wasn't. Okay, we'll take disaster. That's fine. Chat will shake his hand and say disaster.
But this, I mean, there was this thing that I was sat there going, "Hey, we're losing." I wasn't never doing that. I just wasn't going, "Well, shit, get him out of the club. Sell Pep, sell him, sell everyone. Sack Chica, sack the tea lady." We were sacking everyone.
Well, thanks for letting Alan on.
Like, just crazy. People lost their mind. But the thing is, our EDS, our standards are so up there. Yeah. Is these youngsters, any of our youngsters, 9 times out of 10 can go to 9 out of 10 Premier League clubs and have a very good career. Morgan Rogers is doing what he's doing at Villa. Cole Palmer's doing what he's doing at Chelsea. Just because they're doing it there doesn't mean they can do it at City, because we hold City at a higher level than what Chelsea and Aston Villa are at. Aston Villa, with all due respect, are not going out to win the league. That's not their goal. win the Champions League, win FA Cups. We are. If City were 6, then let's go with it all day long. But we're not. Liam Delap, thank you. Cooking at Ipswich would not work it would be very different at City. Liam Delap, with due respect, he's not playing Real Madrid.
I mean,
There's levels to this shit. As you say, levels to this shit, Bray. You know what I mean?
Right, there's an argument to say
Right.
Liam Delap isn't half the player Erling Haaland is, but guess what? We sold Liam Delap for nearly half the price we got Erling Haaland for.
And that was my issue with Tuesday with Saturday. It was a brilliant result, a brilliant game, and amazing performances by many players. And Divan Abamba was amazing. But on the other side, it was Salford.
Yeah.
If he'd have done that against Aston Villa, then big up, I'm going. Right, I'm there.
But you don't get the chance, so you'll never see it.
But that's the thing. That's the thing.
You'll never get
Pep's
the
got
chance.
to. That's the measure. That's the balancing act Pep's got to do.
Yeah. No, and listen, it is a difficult job, man, to balance that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can't slag him off too much because we won all these trophies. But like, when there are opportunities to play the fucking academy players, like you should, in my opinion, give them that opportunity. You know, and some people take it more seriously than others. So some people are not that arsed. Fair, some people are. Like me.
Honest question, and I always get asked this question. Apart from Cole Palmer,
Yeah.
name me anyone who's left City and gone on and had a better career than what they had at City.
No one.
There you go.
Because we've had Pep.
There you go.
No. But that doesn't mean that because you've what's the thing? Those the person that answers the question, the person that asked the question has the answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you asked a different question and said, "Have we sold
Mr. Rhetorical over here?" Yeah.
Have we asked a question? Have we sold a player that we shouldn't have sold? There's fucking shitloads.
What's Sancho won? What has Sancho done? With due respect.
My opinion is this, yeah. The only players that we shouldn't have sold was Cole Palmer and probably Lavia. I'm not out here saying we're making pure errors. I'm really not. Rodgers was never doing what he was doing at the time. All I'm saying is, yeah, we should never have sold Palmer and we should never have sold Lavia. And a lot of City, listen, I wasn't even that big a fan of Lavia at the time. I'll be real with you, but loads of City fans were, and so it was a mistake. But anyway, that's my opinion on the academy. We talk about it all the time. There's no point in repeating the conversation. Probably boring for the viewers, but listen, for me, I just think that like if you get the opportunity to play the academy, just play the academy. Right, let me just finish off these super chats so we can carry on with the show. Bill to Dash says Mank Mafia season. City defo put gun on Palmeiras, says Dash. Yeah, that was wild, bro. That was crazy, mate. I don't know what that's all about. Big to LB.
We've gone for Vela on them.
Yeah. Big to LB says this deal will help Savio so much. That's not actually a bad shout as well. Getting another Brazilian in, same sort of age.
Mm-hmm.
Could do. That's not a bad shout, you know. Big up to Ian as well, man. Appreciate you becoming a member. Big up to all the channel members, man. We've got Ian in the chat, Alpha in the chat, Chris Kirk, Johnny De Jesus. We got Rampage there as well. Simpaditya, big up to you. Who else we got in here, man?
LB, do you know what would be great if a great person to have when Vitor Reis comes through the door? Bernardinho. I don't mean like a signing, but just like he just happened to be in Manchester when he arrived.
He's
sort of showing around the club. That would be a great.
Martin, what do you know?
Here we go.
Martin, what do you know? You know something, don't you? Is he coming back?
Not
as a player.
What I'll say is, he's head in the chat. Go back to something I said last Christmas.
I think I remember you saying something about an ex-player.
I said in December last year that Chancellor Fernandinho coming back.
Is he coming back? Yeah.
They are looking at it.
Mi amigo Fernandinho is going back to Man City, mate.
Mi amigo Fernandinho.
Hey,
I just love the idea of him teaching an entire squad to do dark arts.
Hey, mi amigo.
Every single one of them, yeah.
Sick, mate. Yo, big up Fernandinho going back to City, mate.
Yeah. Our entire squad committed 10 fouls per game.
I'm not saying
there was only one yellow card dispersed between all of them.
On a percentage scale,
Craig will probably tell you in the chat if he's still in. It has been talked about, yes.
What percentage are we at?
I'm not doing percentages. Stop it. Taking the piss now.
1 to 10. 1 to 10.
Higher than 4, lower than 4.
I don't know because it went very quiet. When I got told it was about 12 months ago, and then it went completely quiet, and then just came out the blue about a month ago.
Was probably, I mean,
They're just all taking the piss now.
Well, Fernandinho's just been dealing with his boyhood club getting relegated, so I don't think that's going to help. Yeah. You're muted, mate.
I don't want too many legends around the club, though. Because
you don't like them.
No. I like the legends, yeah, but some of them are best off being a statue, right? Because if you look at United across the road, you see all the legends that they've got and all the talking that the legends do after games on Twitter, on the TV channels. They cause problems.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that these legends, ex-legends, yeah, or not ex, but like legends are going to start causing us problems. But I'm just saying, just take a look at like what all them lot do across the road, mate. They cause problems for their own club, them lot.
Perfect example. And this might be, I know what you're saying, you're talking about the punditry. Did anyone watch, I mean, I'm presuming everyone watched AFTV yesterday. You watched Dan Potts' channel, don't you?
Yeah, man, I watched all of the streams, bro.
Dan Potts yesterday was stood outside the Dennis Bergkamp statue, I believe.
Yeah.
And Dan turned around and went, what happened to him? We had legends like this guy who's behind me. And I'm like, you're doing exactly what everyone does.
What?
You're looking at your legends and you're going, why can't we be that club again? Well, if you were that club, you'd be going for 50 years unbeatable. I mean, no club goes 50 years unbeaten like that.
You're trying to rinse and repeat the past.
Yeah.
Football evolves, whether it's for better or worse, but it evolves.
I mean, can I be the only criticism I've ever had with our statues, whatever you want to call them, is I think a player needs to have gone and retired before you put it up. I don't agree with statues going up while they're still playing.
Why?
Because I think you've got to be careful in this day and age.
Nah, man.
I mean, we can, Martin, I get what you're saying. I personally think it should be between 10 or 20 years after retirement before we consider.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, I think I will make an exception to the rule with Aguero, Silva, and companies. Is we know when we look at those three players, we know how they are as human beings, their characteristics, their personalities, and that. And you know for a fact that they're not going to get embroiled in some sort of controversy that will suddenly tarnish their name. Look at Aguero, for example, huge online presence, but his is all football related on Twitch. The only time he talks about City is if someone, like, for example, I think if he's answered a few questions about, what he thinks of Erling Haaland and the squad. And he's nothing but praise, nothing but good things to say about City. Never slags off the club, never says anything ill when we're going through rough patches or anything like that. He's always been a consummate professional and he handles his own. David Silva is too busy running one of the top wineries in all of Spain at the moment. The sort of winery where basically every single bottle has been sold at top Michelin star restaurants for like £200 a bottle. This guy's absolutely just
a grand first.
Sorry,
I was just responding to the LB stamp.
Oh, okay. You got David Silva as well, and Vincent Kompany is pursuing his career in football and doing a relatively good job at it. I know everybody's going to laugh at, how the hell did he get an upgrade from Burnley to Bayern? But each person's their own. So that's the big characteristic of what we do when we sign players. I don't think we necessarily look at how they handle themselves off the field, but we also look at how they would handle themselves outside of football life as well.
Yeah, no, I get that, but there's no way I'm waiting 20 years for a Kevin De Bruyne statue.
But the thing is, LB, the statue's not for you. Because you you watched him live.
It is for me.
No, it's not.
It's for all of us.
No, Belly and Somerset.
It's a generational thing.
I never watched Belly.
It's a generational mark, yeah.
No, mate, that's not right. The statue is for everybody. It's for everybody, whether you've seen the player live or whether you didn't see the player live.
Go there and read the honours and you read all the records and everything else.
But it's also there to transcend generations as well.
Yeah, it's meant to be a history thing and you show it off.
Yeah, but the statue
statue of someone who's been out the door 5 minutes, it looks like you're taking the piss.
No, it doesn't. It's
It looks like you've got no club legends.
It's called honor. You're honouring someone.
No, LB, no, I don't agree
This
with that.
guy is the greatest football player that's ever played for Manchester City. We're going to give you a statue. Why do we have to wait 10, 15 years? What's the point?
Because how do you know who's? It could be a better player that comes along in 10 years. He might be.
And then guess what you do with that? Guess what you do with him? You give him
Then
a
you run out.
statue.
Then you run out a thing, and people can say waffling all you want to do.
Run out.
I'm sorry, I have always said this.
Let me ask you this question: of the current players we have right now, let's name two of them. Who do you think is most likely to get a statue?
Rodri.
In say the next like 10 to 15 years.
Rodri. Obviously, they've all got to stay, right? But Rodri, Foden, Haaland, Edison, Walker.
Edison.
What's the okay? I'll make a little bit more than two, but at the end of the day, you can't necessarily have that many statues. You can't have that many statues, otherwise it's just going to look like it's just going to look like a Mancunian version of like the terracotta soldiers in China or something like that. But you got to mix it up a little bit. Like I've always said, like I'd love it if we got new statues of the future players, like if things go, their careers go the way we want them to, and things like that. But you're missing a trick. Like I would love to have like the Phil Foden South Stand or something like that. Like that would be fantastic. Like I'd like the idea of something like that. Never mind just a statue. Like just mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. So honestly,
you've got bars in the stadium named after famous players from the Allison.
Here's my honest opinion. Here's my honest opinion. Pat, here's my honest opinion on that question. Right. So I think for me, if Haaland stays at Manchester City for the rest of his career, he'll end up not only being our all-time top goal scorer, he's going to absolutely demolish it. So he's going to have to get a statue, right? Plus he's a City fan, right? Rodri, if he stays at City until he's 33, 34, I think there's an extremely good case for him having a statue because he won the Ballon d'Or. He scored the goal in our first ever Champions League final. Yeah. And he would have done 8, 9, 10 years. So there's a very good case for him. After that, Foden might get one if he stays here for the rest of his career. And that's it at the moment. I don't see anybody else in this squad, I don't think, off the top of my head, that I look at and go, you're getting a statue. So it's just them three, really. And is Haaland even going to stay? Obviously, yeah, KDB, but KDB's going. KDB's going, yeah, KDB, I've already said that. Them three out of, because for me, KDB's getting one anyway. Them three are the ones
Stones and Diaz may have a shout for their legacy in the future too.
Stones ain't getting a statue.
I mean, all right. I was being a bit thing with 20 years, but I think they've got to have left the club a few years.
Stones ain't getting one. And Diaz probably.
I've changed my mind. I think get him in immediately after they're retired, mate. We need something to fill those empty seats. So yeah.
No, do you know my thing with me, LB? I've always said I think Belley and Summerby should have got their statue before KDB company. Sorry, before company, Aguero and Silver got.
Yeah, and listen, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have an issue with that. This is facts, but listen, this is a weird one, man, because like someone's gonna have to ask him because apparently people are saying he's not allowed one for religious reasons, but then people are telling me that he is allowed them. So I don't know. Someone needs to ask him. If you see him, ask him. Say, are you allowed a statue on now? Because I keep on getting told different things from different people, bro. And he has a training ground in it. So Alan, he was our treble winning captain.
I would like one of the stands named after one of our players too. Something for the not now, but something for the future. Like I like the idea of like the Phil Foden South stand.
Like the Abdikadir Husanov stand.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? No, but I mean, like like the Foden South stand would be really good. Like just running a name off there. I like that.
Yeah. All right. Let me continue with some of more of these chats, man. Big up to you guys. Yeah, big up to Ian, man. I appreciate the membership. Big up to Rampage as well. Big up to you, bro. Thank you very much for becoming a channel member. Big up to Kelkster, says loving the late night streams. Big up the panel, says Kelkster. Big up to you. Big up to Piplup, says really enjoying this midfield signing. Oh wait, says Piplup.
Piplup, come on, mate. Just be patient, Piplup. Patience.
He's also said City are back. They say don't take the piss. City channel spent the last 6 months asking for a DM, but now he signed 2 random 18-year-olds. It's fine. Might as well not buy a midfielder, right? Says Piplup with the 10. Well, listen, bro, I'll be real with you, yeah, and I'm going to keep it 100. I said if they don't have a midfielder by Brentford, I think that's poor. We've not got one by Brentford. I think that's poor. Now, we've signed in Mamouche. We're getting these 2, maybe 3 defenders. I'm happy with that. But I do think it's poor that we've not got a midfielder. Unless, it is caveated, unless my theory on Edison at Atalanta is correct.
Or maybe the guy they want isn't available right now, but maybe in 2 weeks will.
Yeah, Edison.
No, but this is what I'm saying to people. You can't just go, oh, it's poor now. I mean, you can't accept people's opinion. You can't.
No, it is poor now.
But why is it poor now? Because you don't know.
Because
you don't know what's gone on.
I think once the dust is settled on Mamouche, we'll start hearing traction on midfielders.
No, but the per example is you spent 6 months blaming Cheeky for everything on the board, and Pep Guardiola said it was me who actually said
no. I blame the. Well, no, I still blame Cheeky a little bit. I think it's a joint fault.
No, but this is what I mean. People are too quick to criticize when they don't know the facts.
No. But listen to what I'm saying, though, Martin. I'm saying I think it's poor that we've not signed a midfielder yet. However, if they end up getting Edison at the end of the window, I will then understand why they've not signed a midfielder yet, because they've had to wait for Atalanta to fall out the title race. At which point I'll go, oh yeah, fair enough. I see what they were doing. By this moment in time, I think it is poor that they've not signed a midfielder, given the fact that we've had 3 months.
People are impatient. That's what it is.
Of course we're impatient. We've won 4 games in 15, 16 matches.
Yeah.
And the midfield is the main issue. And we're not even getting linked. I think that's our problem. That's a problem, man.
We've done more transfer business than any frigging club this
year. Yeah, but you're not listening to what Piplup's saying. We've signed. Listen, everyone's buzzing about the signings, but the one main priority position, the midfield, we've not signed anyone.
Because it's the hardest one to do.
And this is what I'm saying. This is why I said to you last week, I think City here would benefit from giving the media, the press, a little bit of something. A little bit of something.
You see Pep today in the press? Doesn't want to give him anything.
But you're upset that fans are getting impatient, right? Because we're not signing a midfielder.
Fans don't run the football club. This is my point. Fans are quick enough to judge.
Let me speak. Let me speak. Let me finish my point. Yeah, you're getting frustrated that fans are getting annoyed that we've still not signed a midfielder, when we've known we've needed to sign a midfielder since the day that Rodri got his ACL, which was in September. That means it's been over 3 months for Manchester City to identify a midfielder and get the job done. It's been 2 weeks since the transfer window has been open. There's a reason City fans are getting frustrated. It's because that position that we need to sign, that midfielder, is crucial. And they've had 3 months to identify the player, and they've had 2 weeks in the transfer window to get it identified. And we've been linked to absolutely nobody. So what I'm saying to you
publicly
is yes, but this is what I'm saying, Pat. This is about the fans and how the fans feeling. This is why I said to Martin last week, I think the club sometimes would benefit if they just give the journalist a little bit of something on some DMs. So the journalists go online and put, say you're interested in this midfielder. Could take a week or two because they've got mad negotiations, but they're interested. And then all of a sudden, instead of fans in the chat going, we're not even being linked with anyone, fans are going, we're being linked.
We had that when we had Barada, but we just don't now. That's something we have to learn to live with, I think. Until we get somebody in there that can be that sort of medium between the club and the media, then that's just how it's going to be. We're going to be in the dark.
£1 billion company. Why can't they have someone in there to just give a little bit of information out to settle the
because of the animosity we have with the media at the moment.
Because the media,
that's the only problem.
The media have been wankers with us for 2 years.
No, I agree.
You ain't giving them anything else.
Use the media to your own advantage.
He doesn't want the media in there. He'd ban them all if you.
Well, then you can't start crying when City fans are getting annoyed that we're not being linked with any midfielders.
City fans have driven Karl Walker out the frigging club, so don't talk to me about the way some City fans have behaved.
That's a different situation. That's a different story. You can't moan at City fans for getting frustrated at the lack of
club. Fans don't run the club.
So the fans are just meant to sit here and do what?
You can debate.
The impatience is very uncharacteristic of the fan base. I'm sorry to say.
No, it isn't.
I think the problem we have to realize is, okay, the club's had 3 months to scout and look for this replacement. Obviously, they're just putting their business aside for other things at the moment. But let's think about it. They've had 3 months to scout. We've still got 3 weeks of this window to get the player, and a contract negotiation can be done in under 3 hours. So we just need to be patient about everything and just understand that you've still got until the 3rd of Feb. Things change so quickly. You know, look how quickly we went on Ruben Diaz after spending weeks and weeks and weeks of Koulibaly and Koundé. how quickly
but-
we switched. How quickly we switched and got Diaz through the door.
Yeah, but
What's
look
not
at all
to
the
say-
links.
What's not to say that we wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden we've got 2 midfielders through the door?
See,
Just got to be patient. It's not the
nothing-
3rd of Feb yet. The
Nothing
3rd of
is
Feb
saying
is
that.
still 3 weeks
Right,
away.
hang on a
Nothing.
minute. No, I'm saying this, LB. Ball cheater, you're going to be a wanker, mate.
Who?
You're going to be a wanker.
Who's
Right.
this?
Yes, I am a teacher. And you think it's funny, mate.
Who's this? I don't know what you're talking about.
This ball cheater's going, and Martin's a teacher and putting a laughing emoji.
Oh,
No,
guys,
please
come
don't,
on, man.
please don't question my profession, mate, because I've forgotten more than what you know, sunshine. So, ta-ra.
Yeah, ball, chill, man, chill. No, the point that I'm making on Pat, you just
No,
mentioned.
I am going to get sensitive because when people are talking about my job, my livelihood.
Yeah, chill.
That's
Everyone
what I
chill.
want.
Everyone relax. Everyone calm down. Yeah, it's just football, isn't it? Pat, the difference is, right, between what you just mentioned then with the centre backs is that we were being linked with people. So the fans knew that we was getting someone, and that the fans was like less impatient because we knew that we was getting someone because of all the links. Whereas now, because we're not getting any links whatsoever, fans are like, "What's going on? What's going on? Like, why are we not signing anyone?"
Well, that's fine. That's fine. But
and
we're
this
under
is
different.
all I'm
In
saying
terms of
is-
media relations, we're under different circumstances than any other club. In terms of who
I-
we're linked to
I
and how
think it
public that
wasn't-
information
If
comes to us.
115 hadn't ever happened.
I don't like it. I don't
think
like it.
we'd have
But
got more.
it's just a fact that you have to face. That's just how it is. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I think we'd have
Yeah.
got more. If the 115 had never have happened,
Mm.
I think you'd have got a little bit more. You'd have
Yeah.
got a little
I
bit
think our media
more
relations would be
sugar.
stale. They'd be stale because they were before the 115 anyway. But you would just hear a bit more information on a day-to-day basis.
It's like a human being. If you treat your partner or your family member nicely and with respect, you get it back. You treat them like an utter wanker and slap them around and everything else. You ain't giving them now, mate.
Mm.
And that's the way.
Like I say, for me,
company.
I think it is poor that we've not signed a midfielder because it's 2 weeks into a window. I've had 3 months to get the player. However, yeah, if we end up getting Edison from Atalanta, I'll know about it. I'll get it. I'll understand why we've not signed anyone, and I'll sit there at the end of the window and go, "Oh, that's why we didn't sign him because we needed Atalanta to be outside the title race."
We don't know, do we? Because Douglas Luiz, it might be that Douglas Luiz, we're
I don't think we're
negotiating.
getting Douglas Luiz.
No, but
man.
I'm saying, for example, mate, if
Yeah.
it's like a loan with an obligation to buy, they might be okay with the loan, but then you've got to sort out the obligation fee at the end. Or you're trying to sort, because Calvin Phillips took a long time. You know why? Because it was the loan fee City were negotiating. People forget there's loan fees that are involved in a loan now.
Mhm.
You have to pay 5 million. I'll give it the one I was great guy up at Newcastle speak to. They were after James Trafford.
Mm.
And they wanted to do a £2 million loan fee and do a 40 million buy it in summer. Do you know what was
Obligation
holding
buy.
that up a lot? City have got a 15 or 20% sell
On Trafford.
So
yeah,
then
yeah.
that comes into it as well then.
Mhm.
And that's why
And these
Kushner
are
took a little bit
things
longer than we
nobody's seen.
anticipated because apparently Lens wanted to add a sell-on fee if we
Yeah.
sell him on in the future as well. So City have to factor that in because then we'll probably try and up his market value to factor that in if we ever sell him.
Mm.
There's a lot of dark arts that goes on in these transfers, A lot of dark arts.
Yeah,
whether
yeah,
it's
but
agents
one
or
of
whatever.
but fan relations is important.
No, I get fans.
I
Listen,
get it.
I know he's
But
there
we're in a
on fan-
different situation to any other fan base.
I will get on my IOS because I'll be honest with you, and you know this from speaking to me privately. I don't think the club give a monkeys about some of the fans sometimes. As much as I hate saying that, I think
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't think they give a
you
shit.
know that how
I
many
don't think they care.
how many protests going on outside the stadiums every game now
Yeah.
over ticket prices and trust me, I know a mate of mine who have you seen the new details that have come out about the North Stand where they're putting the boxes?
Putting it in
People
between the
kicked
thing,
off.
aren't
Yeah,
So it is, yeah.
I know
yes.
people who've been in them seats from day dot and they're all being told to go
they?
and they're not getting a say in it.
Yeah.
And some of them aren't renewing.
And don't push Martin's buttons about that because his dad got kicked out because
So
of the tunnel.
this is the thing is,
Yeah.
I think they care about fans 100%, but they do and they don't. If you're not, I think it's when they want to care about them.
I think they have a different care factor depending on the demographic of fan.
They use
So the
the
season
fan-
ticket holders been there 30 years will not be held in the same sort of regard as, or certain parts of the club won't hold them in the same regard as, say, like the day tripper who's going to spend 500 quid in the gift shop before he's even set foot in the stadium.
Facts.
You know this, how big. We actually all think 200 people outside the football ground stop the Super League. No fans would ever stop in the Super League. Even I at the time, I was very naive, and I thought that the fans outside stopped the Super League. Even I was naive. I was like, yeah, a little win for the fan base still. And when you look into it properly, they didn't win. They stopped because they got bloody brick walls put in front of them.
Yeah.
And
then when they come back more stealthier.
Yeah.
Hence why we've seen the expanded Champions League.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And I love it. And listen, I understand, by the way, Pip wasn't you. Listen, I understand some are nervous. Some are. Because I know I've got a mate of mine who is not asked about, he's like Pitbull, not asked about the signings we've made now because he wanted the midfielder first. Because his exact analogy was, it's like your house has got a hole in the roof, but you start working on the garden first. And you ignore the roof, that's pissing water in.
Yeah, exactly.
So I do get it. Yeah. I do get it. Because
the thing is, we're going to Brentford tomorrow. And we're going to Brentford tomorrow with the same midfield that could struggle again. And I think that's why it's like, and we're in a top 4 race. And like we look at our fixtures in February, and it's like,
I don't think we're in a top 4 race.
What you think we're in?
I'll tell you on Friday.
You think we're in a title race?
I'll tell you on Friday.
Say it now in case we lose tomorrow. Go on.
If we beat Brentford and Ipswich and Liverpool drop points and we make the signings that we look like we are, then no, I don't count us out. I'm not saying we're favourites.
No, fair enough.
We're not out. I don't think we're out.
Fair enough. Fair dude.
But I did put a lot of if, buts and maybes in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there.
You made a great point the other day. If City beat Brentford and Ipswich, then I'm saying we're out. We've turned the corner.
Yes, correct.
I need these 2 wins.
Correct. Yeah. For me, I'm not taking these 3 wins. Yeah, I'm not taking these 3 wins and going, we're back. What we're doing.
Because if City win tomorrow and Liverpool draw, we're 10 behind. We've come back from that before.
They've got a game in hand as well.
But we've got to play Liverpool at the Etihad yet. So that game in hand becomes null and void.
No. I'm not arguing with you. I don't have the energy.
I'm not arguing. I'm
feel
going.
like you want. No, I feel like you
want
to today. I feel like you're eager to debate this.
I think it's good to just get the second half of the season almost like a free hit mentality. Just go for it.
I'm doing it.
You've got nothing to lose. Just go for it. And if it doesn't fail, it's like, well, the new signings have just had a 6-month preseason. And we'll be ready to go in 25, 26, firing on all cylinders.
We need to win the next 2 games because if we don't win the next 2 games with the fixtures we've got coming up in February, people need to get honest with it. Top 4's at risk.
Yeah. LB, if we beat Ipswich and Brentford away, and then we get a good performance or a very favourable result against PSG, we've got so much momentum going into Chelsea at home.
Facts. Facts.
Do you know what I mean? Come back. Now, the last time that name came back,
what name?
Look at my name. I put that name in. The exact same. No little fact for you. I put that name in January 2 years ago when we were playing shit. Went to Tottenham, got beat, drew at Forest. And I was the only one who went, you know what, we're going to win the treble. And we did. Only one. We've got Lane Orient and we've also got Derby in the Cup. As judges said to me this morning,
I'm not as optimistic as you, Martin, but I'll put another name in. So,
hang on, we got Lane Orient and Derby in the Cup. Judges was telling me this morning that we basically fix these cup draws.
Crazy, mate. Crazy. No, I think no. Listen, for me, these next 2 games, we've got to win them, yeah. Because for me, I'm focused on the top 4 right now, yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
Let's see where we are mid-February. If we can put some wins together, and Liverpool have maybe, right? But listen, for me, it's like stay humble, innit? We've just won what 4 games? 4 games in 15. No, but we do need to humble ourselves. We've won 4 games in 15. We're extremely lucky against Leicester. We could have been 3-0 down in 10 minutes against West Ham. Yeah. Let's humble ourselves. Let's see what happens. These next 2 games for me, if we win both of the games, I will sit here and I say the crisis is over. We've turned a corner. I'm not saying it after beating Salford City, yeah, and having beaten West Ham and Leicester, two poor teams. For me, there are signs of improvement. Our attack, Savio, on that left-hand side is really starting to improve. Haaland is looking a lot like more livelier. There's some promise now coming up with Doku, yeah? There's definitely promising signs, yeah? But the facts are, as Wesley says, we still cannot defend properly. And our midfield, defensively, is really poor. Now, will these new defenders coming in help us defend? Hopefully. Spending 90 million on them, yeah? But this is why the midfield is so important, Martin. This is why people are getting anxious about this midfielder. It's because this midfielder, for me, the quality of the midfielder that we're getting in January will determine whether I think we've got a chance in the Champions League. If we get a top midfielder like an Edison, or we could have got a Bruno G, or we can get a Zubimendi, I think Champions League we've got a really good go at. We can do it. If you don't, I think that's the difference because our midfielders get run right.
I agree. And I'm only playing, I'm having a bit of fun, by the way, for everyone who's having a meltdown in the chat because of, Jesus, can't even have a bit of a laugh anymore without people melting down. Do you know what it is with the Champions League? For me, you don't need to be the best to win it. Chelsea
need to be streaky form and sometimes play at the right
time. Yeah, you could be performing the right moments in your league. Do you remember Tottenham when they got to the Champions League final? They were like 40 points behind City. And they knocked us out at the Champions League.
Chelsea won a Champions League 7th in the league.
I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. But you have to have a solid base. And we do not have a solid base.
Got a lot.
Bro, you look at Lamine Yamal, Rafinha. Look at these guys, bro. If we got Barcelona, they just smoke our midfield. This is why we need this midfielder. If you got Edison, yeah, bro, I'll back us for the Champions League.
I mean, you know what? It will come. The scary thing is you look at how shit we've been in the Champions League, and this is where the new format has helped us, actually, is we can draw against PSG.
Yeah.
Beat Club Brugge and we're still in the playoffs.
Correct. Yeah.
So we won like 2 games, 3 games.
I think the thing too is, Martin, people are forgetting is, I think you look at your established clubs now in the Champions League, like City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and that too. I don't think they're really too concerned about this top 8 because what we're forgetting is, as soon as this league format's over, you're going back to what they know. You're going back to the knockout stages in starting in February, March, April, and that too. So you can talk about this whole like playing different teams over a course of several months at the first half of the season. But once you've made it in those qualifying spots, it's no different than the old school round of 16, the round of 8 quarterfinals and that too. So all these teams need to do is just make sure they get in, and then they go into that knockout stage, all or nothing stage, and that's it. It's not another league format for 9 months. It goes back to what we know. So if we're in there, then we're in for a chance of making the final just the same as Real Madrid or Liverpool, whoever's in the top 8 right now. It just means we have to play 2 extra games. So as long as we make it in, we're still a chance of winning this because we go back to what we know.
Yeah, well, managed. Do I think we'll win the league? No. The question is, do I think we could? Of course we could. So you're mathematically out of it. I can't, But do I think we will? No. We're like 3rd favourites. But do you know what's really weird is, could you imagine the shit stirring, the absolute piss boiling it would cause if Arsenal and Liverpool dropped it from here?
Yeah, but
that would just be fun.
Listen, I want to get behind it. I do want to get behind the title talk, man. I've just got to see us win some more games against better teams.
No, I agree. I'm just saying mathematically.
I know you are.
I'm not saying we are gonna.
If we win our next like 3 or 4 matches in the Premier League, I'll get my chest out.
One thing I do think the new signings will do, I think it'll give all the players kick up the arse, And it'll also give him that sigh of relief that, wow, we can have a rest now. Someone like Bernardo might, you know what, John Stone's right. I don't have to be rushed back through to play. There are options there now.
Correct.
You know, I don't have to hold my breath every time Haaland winces in a game now.
Correct. Same with the defenders.
I've got options now. And that is such a positive thing. And you've got to admit, you have never seen Pep Guardiola look so more damn relaxed than what he has the last week. The guy smiled for the first time in weeks.
It's because the pressure's off. We're not in a title race. We're probably not win the Champions League. We're making pure signings, get top 4, we move again next year. We're in pre-season, man. I've been telling everyone, we're in pre-season.
No, 'cause I think we'll still win trophies.
Well, no, I'm saying we're in pre-season, but like the fact we're still in pre-season
for the title, you mean? Yeah, I get that.
But we've got a chance. We've got half a chance of winning the FA Cup and Champions League. Listen, I'll say this year: if we somehow manage to win the FA Cup or Champions League this year, every other club in the world needs to fold.
This is why I've always thought Arsenal were very poor with the mentality. Some of the fans, because even if you can't win the league, you try and win a trophy. Then try and win something to keep that winning momentum going. Why I've never liked the Carabao Cup disrespect. I used to go to Wembley in February and had a buzzing time. Thought it was an amazing time because it would either give you the kick on that you needed for the rest of the season, or it give you that winning mentality. And that's what it was always about. Is it was a situation of just get it. And I don't, you know, Arsenal have done this. Oh, we're brilliant with this, that, and the other, and they're going to go potless again. Well, that's a crisis, LB. That's a crisis. 5 years of jack shit is a crisis. Even I wouldn't accept 5 years of nothing at City.
Someone clip that chat.
You can clip it. Even I have my limits.
Yeah, their mentalities are madness. And obviously, I think some of them are now starting to clock on to what we've been saying about them. You know, Haaland called them out on it. You know, I've seen the Turkish AFTV. Did you see Turkish on AFTV yesterday? Guy was going.
Yeah, he lit up. Yeah.
And did you see Ty? Now Ty's happy clapper. I'm not that happy clapper.
Yeah. Oh my god. I know. Yeah, they're starting to realize, isn't it? They're starting to realize, man. Some of these guys. You know what I mean? What we've been saying for a while. Let me just do these 2 super chats here. Big up to Crazy. Says which current Barcelona PL players can play for City?
Oh right.
Are you just saying like generally, or is he saying like who we should sign?
Does he mean who are good enough?
If you could take a current player in the Barca squad, who would you take him at City?
Oh, Yamal, obviously.
100%.
Yamal, De Jong, Olmo,
Rafinha,
Koundé,
Gavi or Pedri.
Depends who we get.
All the 20-year-olds that they've got who are just mint. La Masia produced again in it, chat. We've seen.
Do you know what's really scary? And people are going to think I'm crazy with this. I'd probably take more Barcelona players than what I would Real Madrid players at the minute. Take care for you, mate.
But
I look at that Real Madrid team and I'm a bit.
They're not a team. Yeah, they're not a team. There are 11 players.
Who would you take from Madrid at the moment? I think, me personally, my first choice would be Valverde.
Camavinga, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo,
Aguilar.
I like Mendy. I don't mind Mendy.
I said that wrong for Pat. I've got as part of it, Pat. You got to get your pronunciations right.
I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who's been in Turkey, man. You should know by now.
Courtois, best goalkeeper in the world.
Would you?
Courtois is the best goalkeeper. I know he's conceded 5 goals.
Good job, KDB's leaving then.
He's I know. He's the best
be a
goalkeeper
scrap in the dressing room.
Yeah, I know.
No, he can't say Courtois because we are the morally high football club.
Are we really? Not sure about that one, mate.
Oi, stop it. You don't know what's going on there.
Big up to a professional sad fan. We should have given the academy players chances at the beginning of the season when we are looking to find a system that would work. Many times, some of our players are out of form and refuse to give the academy a chance.
Now, that I agree with. That I fully 100% agree with. My argument is it's too late now to come back and do that game. And an 8-0 against Salford is brilliant, but I'm not.
Hang on a minute, though. Hang on a minute. I've got to call you out. Do you mind? Can I call you out, please?
Go on.
Because when I was mentioning this, and the chat will back me up, when I was mentioning this at the time, you said you can't throw kids into the situation. You and Tone said the same thing.
Read what it says. Read what it says.
Yeah, play them at the start of the season.
Beginning of the season.
Yeah, that's what I said to you at the time. Play some of the kids.
When did we hit this crisis, you call?
No. But I'm saying this as well. I'm saying before the crisis, when we had no De Bruyne because he was injured and Foden was injured.
Done, but Oscar Bob broke his leg. I'm telling you, Oscar Bob was starting against Chelsea until he broke his leg.
No, I agree. But why not McAtee? Why not Nico O'Reilly?
I think O'Reilly and McAtee are very, very different. They're at very different stages of their career. The trouble is, City fans are looking at McAtee as a kid, and he's not. He's 22, and he's been on loan at Sheffield United. And as Pep rightly said, he wasn't even in the team at Sheffield United come the end. Why?
But he should never go to Sheffield United.
Why, LB? No, if he's not in the Sheffield United starting 11,
well, why did Pep keep him?
Why should he be in the City?
Well, why did Pep keep him then? Why did Pep keep him then?
That's the question.
Did Pep lie? Are we saying Pep lied? Because Pep wanted him. Pep said stay. Apparently, the club said we can get you a loan deal, and Pep said I don't want him to be loaned out. I need him to stay. So then, why did he stay?
Yes, that's where I think Pep was wrong.
Do you understand? Like for me, it's more confusion, Martin.
Do you think the issues? Do you think what happened with Cole Palmer had an effect on McAtee? Had effect on what Pep wanted to do with McAtee?
I think so. It's the only explanation.
I think
at the start of the season,
more history repeating itself.
Pep said at the start of the season, I need to keep McAtee. I need him for the small spaces. McAtee came out and said, I know I'm not going to start a load of games, but I'm going to accept it this year. All he was looking for was start a couple of matches, come off the bench, be a proper part of the team. And he got nothing. And then what happens?
Pep
wants to leave, he comes off the bench.
And we know why. I think we know why now. I'm so glad that came out tonight. Not glad for Pep, but you could tell there was something else on his mind.
Yeah, facts.
Football has not been on that guy's mind for 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see. Like, obviously, people message me saying, "Are you going to speak about it?" Like, bro, like, what?
No, because I won't.
What's there to say?
Football.
It's already been said.
What I will say, yeah, from a football point of view, yeah, because I think it's very sad 30 years. Yeah, from a football point of view, it will be interesting now to see if he's like shoulders back now that like it's all out in the open and he can just continue where he's had to harbour all this stress. We've all had it in life where you've got something going on and you're stressed and shit, and then it finally comes out in the open, or you're allowed to tell people, and then you can just chill. It'll be interesting to see now what happens. But I don't know what you want me to. Some people message me like, "Are we going to speak about it? Like, speak about what?"
Do you know the scary thing is? Someone made a very good point to me earlier. United fans class George Best as a legend. Just look at what he's done in the past. And I don't want to talk about Ill of the Dead. And like I said, this is why what people get up to off the field is their business.
Yeah, unless it's like...
Yeah, unless it's criminal. Unless you big up Fogger. Unless it's criminal, then it, different.
Nice one, Foggy, mate.
And by the way, I don't mean flashing you, what. He shouldn't be doing that, but, He's not
can I say as well, I want to speak on Walker on the stream, lads. Yeah, I want to speak about Walker because he's leaving. Big up Foggy, man. Have a good one. Get your head down, mate.
Get your head down. Get some sleep.
He needs to sleep, man. He needs his beauty sleep, innit? I need a...
beauty sleep. Ugly bastard.
Ugly bastard. Fucking ugly bastard he is. Fucking ugly bastard. Fucking ugly bastard. Are we giving Pep a statue when he leaves in 10 years? When he leaves? Yeah, Pep's getting a statue.
Okay, don't be asking that. What did George Best do off the field, by the way?
I'll tell you this as well, yeah. I'll tell you this.
We're not doing that game.
I'll tell you something else.
Ask Mike Summerby next time you see him.
Yeah, I'll tell you something else that Martin's not going to like. When Vincent Kompany comes back to manage Manchester City, when he leaves after that, he's going to get a second statue.
No, he's not.
He fucking is.
Well, just call it the Vincent Kompany Stadium, shall we?
That's
The
a
Vincent
sick
Company
idea.
Academy.
That's a sick idea. The Vincent Company Stadium.
No, you're missing a trick. The current statue needs to be put on wheels. So if he ever gets a touchline ban, we just put that on the sideline.
No, I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
Pat. Bollocks. Change the name of Manchester City to Vincent Company FC just to suit LB.
No, it's not overkill, right? Think of this, right? Let me set the scene.
Two
Let
statues.
me set the scene.
No, retire his shirt number while you're at it too.
It's a great idea. Let me set the
Oh
scene.
my
yeah?
God.
Let me set the
Birmingham
scene.
set.
Let me set the scene.
Birmingham
So,
set.
You got
Yeah.
a statue. You've got a statue of Vincent Company as a player, right? Then he does 25, 30 years as a manager, wins us 10 Champions Leagues, many Premier Leagues. And then when he retires, he has another statue next to it when he's older. You know what I mean? And then he'll be in a suit and it'll be like, you know what I mean? In 150, when you take your kids to the stadium, you say, this was Vincent Company as a player. This was our greatest ever legend.
You just said KDB was the greatest ever legend 20 minutes ago.
No, I didn't. Chat, words are important. I said KDB is our greatest ever player. But if Vincent Company come and did 20 years as a manager and won us 10 Champions Leagues, right, that he would be our greatest ever. Bro, he would be our greatest ever legend.
The other day. Did you not hear his stream the other day? He sat here and he thought no one noticed it. I did, and I was waiting till Friday to throw this up, but I'm going to do it now. He sat here the other day on a stream, chat, you'll know this, and he went, in the next 9 or 10 years, I expect 4 or 5 Champions Leagues. And I went, I'm watching it. I'm going,
Did I say that?
What? What's he saying? I went,
I don't know.
We've won one in fucking all our lifetime, and you want 4 or 5 in 10 years.
I think 4 in 10 years is reasonable.
No, it's not. What are you doing here? It's just an everyday trophy. Throw it out there, lads. I want 4.
No, the thing is, though, yeah.
Every other year.
The thing is, right, if you win a Champions League this season, that means you only have to win 3 more in the next 9. Real Madrid did 3 in a row.
We're not fucking Real Madrid. Can someone stop comparing us to Real Madrid?
You guys need to up your standards.
You and Hamza need to start your own
Stop
channel.
being so bloody delusional.
You and Hamza need your own channel. You can call it the
Delulu hour.
The standards break.
Hey, leave me alone, Joe. Leave me alone. I'm having fun, bro. I'm having fun.
Dr. LB, it's Dr. Delulu.
Should get him a show. We've got standards, Bray.
Bray. Standards, Bray.
I've got no ambition. No, I haven't.
Thing is, I'm
Leagues
looking at the side, Marmouche, Kuzanov, yeah, Reis. Yeah, we're going to get the DM. We're cooking on gas, mate.
Right. Can we get Hushinov and Hayes in the door before we start calling them club legends?
We've got the here we go, bro.
I know, but let them play a game.
I just have faith in our players, our club.
You've already got the markings down for the statue, you.
Martin, it's only midday here on a Tuesday. I'm thinking
Riyad Mahrez, Michael.
I'm thinking about getting a beer. I think we're gonna go have a beer.
Riyad Mahrez.
You know what?
Greatest City player, greatest City winger of all time.
I'm starting to say.
There you go. Hi guys.
What did you just say? The greatest ever City player?
I think this is the greatest winger Manchester City have ever had. Riyad Mahrez, the greatest City winger of all time. Well, that I've seen.
No, that's changing buggers. No, that's changing the parameters. You can't go that I've seen.
I think he's the greatest.
Because 10 years of football isn't a lot of seeing, is it really, mate?
Oh, good one. I think he's the greatest winger of all City have ever had.
Actually, I think he's up there. I think he's in the top 5.
Top 5? That is so disrespectful. Who's in the top 5?
How's he top?
Who's better than him?
How is that disrespectful?
Who's better than him? No modern day City winger's better than him.
No, let's have a look.
Sterling's not better than him. Sterling had a better individual year. Sterling's not better than him. Sane's not better than him.
Well, all right. I mean, this is
Sane's not better than Mahrez.
Tommy
guys.
Hutchinson, Peter Beagre, not Adam Johnson, Jesus. Peter Barnes.
See you later. You go in prison. You go in prison.
Barnes, far better than Peter Barnes was far better than Mahrez.
Peter Barnes is better than Mahrez. Chat, I need someone to come in the chat and tell me if Martin's spitting facts or not. How many Gino?
Somebody else say thank you, house captain. Someone's put who? Oh Jesus! Do your research, people. David White.
Chat. I think Martin's capping.
Mike Summerby. Was he a winger technically?
Chat, is Martin capping?
Technically, yeah.
How am I capping? Mike Summerby has a sodding statue outside the ground.
I'm not asking about him. I'm asking about the other guy, Peter Beagre. I'm asking the chat. I can't just take your word for it. I'm asking the chat.
No, I do talk about City's history. I always talk about City's history. It's what the Mancunian way is. We go from day dot right up to now.
It's Mahrez.
In their opinion.
It's not fair to compare. We should just acknowledge.
Sad fan says,
just acknowledge.
I said some professional, not you. Bloody hell.
Beagre was skillful, did good back foot.
Beagre was skillful, but
was he better than Mahrez?
No,
Alan says it's 100% Mahrez. Come on, guys. Stop the nostalgia tax.
But how am I using? I don't understand how I am.
Oh, Denzel said it's Grealish. Bro,
I'm sorry. I'm a bit confused when there is a statue outside the ground of Mike Summerby and people are saying he's not even in the combo. Sorry.
But I obviously never seen him play, but people have said like he's up there. It's between him, Mahrez. Sterling probably deserves to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
But Mahrez is better than Sterling.
Billy Meredith, was he a winger or was he a striker?
Are you using on purpose?
We're forgetting Sean Wright-Phillips deserves an honourable mention.
Hang on.
Sean Wright-Phillips deserves a mention. Come on.
We can't say Sergio Aguero is breaking the all-time City record and then ignore all the older players.
No, I agree.
Just because we haven't seen them play doesn't mean they were a bag of shit.
Anyway, can I ask you about Walker, please? Because it's a really important conversation.
See, no, this back in my day bullshit. I'm sorry. If you think the history of City does not need respected, then I'm sorry, you don't understand it.
Yeah. Okay, so we've all agreed Mahrez best winger City ever had.
No, we're not agreeing. We're not agreeing. Apparently, I'm an old facts to talk about City in the past.
Let me speak about our past and potentially our greatest ever right back. Maybe the greatest right back's ever played in the Premier League. Kyle Walker is set to leave the football club. He's going to leave and join AC Milan. What we're saying here, lads, like, been a pretty mad end to his career. The drop-off has been insane. Big up Foggy. The drop-off has been insane over the last 18 months. How are we feeling? Because for me, I'll tell you how I'm feeling, yeah. I'm feeling relieved. I'm feeling relieved, Pat. I'm happy that he's leaving, not in a nasty way. I'm happy that he's leaving because he's not going to get better. He's been awful this year, not in a nasty way. It's facts, yeah. Separate what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm saying facts. He's been awful this year. He's getting loads of shit off the fans, and I've said it for a month or so. I think it's in everybody's best interests, including Walker, that he leaves in January. And now people are already talking about this is the greatest right back in the Premier League, City's greatest right back. So for me, I think it's right that he leaves. I wish him all the best. I think he's been City's best right back, which, by the way, given the fact that we just had Zabaleta, when Zabaleta left, I thought we ain't getting a better right back than Zabaleta. And then this guy comes along. So that's big respect, man. Pat, let me come to you on that one.
Yeah, good shout there with the Zabaleta, who thought the sequel would be as good as the original. And we certainly got that. 27 years of age, he comes to City with no trophies at Tottenham and that, and then he leaves 8 years later with 17 trophies. Easily an argument to say that he's the best right back Premier League's ever seen. Certainly, maybe in the last 30 to 40 years, maybe 50 years, actually, to be honest. Fantastic legacy on the pitch. Off the pitch, I'm sure he would want it to be a little bit better. But we all make mistakes, and I do feel sorry for him. Just the amount of criticism and the backlash he's received from fans online and that too. Just people not following who. If you're without seeing Cast the First Stone, I just think it's been extremely harsh, and it's a shame that it's in some people's minds it's tarnished his legacy as a great servant to the club as well. But I think just given everything that's happening, I think the idea getting moving overseas to play is the right thing. It's a good release, it's a good escape for him, and I have no hard feelings. If I without sounding like a genie in a bottle, but if I think we look back, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but if we look back at the end of the treble season when he's talking about wanting to leave, I think hindsight's a wonderful thing. But if we look back on it now, and maybe if we had let him go after the treble season, it might have actually propped his legacy up even more as a player. But then again, too, you also got to look at even during that rough season last season, he still was the one who was the first to lift the trophy when we were world champions. It was the first to lift the trophy when we won 4 in a row, when we created history in English football. So you've also got to look at him for that way as well too. And as City fans, we also look at the lighter side of things too. And one of my best memories is having a clean sheet away at Atalanta as well. They're great. They're great memories that we can always remember him by. And a great player and a great servant. And Andy on 9320 podcast had this discussion with a lot of people in the chat and the panel where is he a legend? He's an icon. For me, it's. He's come in and decided to reinvigorate his game as a 27-year-old and is going to walk away with just about every trophy he can win at club level for Manchester City. So for me, he's a legend.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a legend. I think a player that's first of all captained the side to a Premier League. I think if you come in as one season and captain the side to a trophy, to a Premier League, I think there's an argument that he'd be a legend anyway. If you captain the
3
side,
trophies,
but he done 3. He's won a Champions League, Club World Cup, UEFA Super Cup, 6 Prems, 2 FA Cups, 4 Carabao Cups. How people can say he's not a legend, bro? My mate in my group chat I've got fucking says he's not a legend. I said, are you waffling? He says, nah, he's not a legend for me. I said, how is he not a legend?
Because
do you think he's a legend, Martin?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, I understand that people are not keen on. That's why I was using the analogy earlier. Is George Best not a legend at United? Because George Best went around and he was an alcoholic and went down shagging everyone. Does that make him not a legend? Is R7 not a legend with some of the misdemeanors he's been accused of? Do you know what I mean? Is this what we're doing here? Is Neymar not a legend in the world game? What he's been accused of? People have very. To me, I understand it. Real, how do I put it? Footballers, morals and football shouldn't be brought in the same thing. Because to me, I've always said this: anyone who looks as a footballer as a role model, I just don't agree with it. To me, a role model is a teacher, your parents, a policeman, a fireman, a nurse, a doctor who's working 47 hours straight to keep people alive. They're the role models that I want my children to look up to.
Yeah,
I think he's a legend. And by the way, I don't think he's a legend, LB. I think he's a English football legend.
No, I agree. Can I just say this as well? Can I just say this as well? People slagging Walker off, right? I understand the criticism, because he has been awful this year. The club, and maybe Pep, whoever decides, they have to take a large part of the blame. Because there's a lot of people after the treble year. I don't think I was. I think I wanted him to say, but there's a lot of people after the treble year who said he needs to go because he's on the decline. And the fact that he wasn't sold this summer just gone after last year when he was
that's
really...
Not on Walker, that's on the club.
That's not on Walker. He's getting on for 35 years old. So for me, there's an argument to say There's an argument to say, Pat, that every performance that he's played this year that's been bad is not on him. Unless you think he's not tried, is not on him. It's on the club because the club should not have kept him.
And also too, you can't put it on Walker because Walker said after the treble season that he wanted to leave. We don't know if he said that because he feels that he was on the decline personally himself.
Yeah,
we don't know. But if we find out later in because this will come to light when after he retires. If he comes in and says I wanted to leave because I could feel I was declining, and I felt like I couldn't put in the same, in one of the top clubs in Europe, that I need to move on to go somewhere else, to somewhere where I can enjoy the autumn of my career, basically. Then you've got to look at it and say, well, I think we're wrong with giving Kyle Walker the criticism because he's probably told the club that he's like, I feel like I'm on the decline. I will try my best to still perform game in, game out. But he must have felt in his mind that he wanted to leave because he felt like he couldn't offer the same as he had the previous 6-7 seasons at the club.
I agree.
He's been humble enough to say that I can't perform the same way that I performed the last few years.
I just have to. I sit here and I think I get the treble one. I get it after the treble, yeah, because we've just won the treble, right?
And he wanted to leave on a high as well. That's the ultimate high.
But I get why the club begged him to stay, right? So he stays after the treble, yeah. And then last year, he was bad. Not as bad as this year, but he was bad. Why on earth did the club in the summer, this summer just gone, not say we need to move you on? When he was bad last year, it was only going to get worse.
Even last summer, leaving would have been okay.
It's not going to get.
He still would have left on a good. He wouldn't have left on the better terms if he left at the end of the treble season, but he still would have left on really good terms.
That's what I'm saying.
Decent
That's
terms.
what I'm saying. Yes, he wasn't
last
great
summer. Yeah. Totally agree.
He wasn't great, but why did the club not get rid of him in the summer to protect the legacy?
Want to get rid of him when we got linked to Bayern. Let's be honest, most fans were like,
"This summer just
because I think because of the club he was linked to, we didn't want him to go to a European competitor." Yeah,
but do you know what? Do you know what's really, really sad here is what's gone on with Kyle Walker could even have an effect on the way he thinks about his City stay. It's like the captaincy, for example. People forget the players voted Walker. The players. So KDB.
I'm not going to speak about that.
All of them voted. So I can't blame Walker for the captaincy.
No, I don't agree with that.
But I know you don't agree with the process, but the players must have thought he was a good captain. They voted for him.
Well, I disagree.
And let's not forget a lot of these players that voted for Walker to be a captain are the sort of players that have been very, very immune to a lot of criticism online.
People are saying he should have said no. He's not going to say no.
I don't think you should. I don't think the players should be voting because the players vote sentimentality wise.
But we're not judging Walker on football. We're judging Walker because he got his dick out in public and cheated. But let's be straight here, LB.
Well,
Nothing to do with football. Not you. Talking about the general people. When people are being racially abusive to him and putting him in an Osama bin Laden photograph.
I get it.
That got to do with football?
I don't think, bro. No. I don't think. I think a lot of the people that criticize him, it's purely football. I don't think they give a shit about what he's done off the pitch.
No, of course they do. Of course they do. And you saw the tweet the other day. Yes, you did. No, sorry. Not having that, because I'll pull up a tweet right now and I'll make World War III in the YouTube world with someone who I actually had a DM with, and I disagreed with his viewpoints because I thought he went way over the top with what he said.
But I'm talking about the majority of fans. The majority of fans are judging Walker.
Don't talk about him. They're not. They're talking about his morality.
I don't think they do. They?
Yes.
Chat. What do you think, chat? Do you think people care about what he's done off the pitch, like when they're criticizing him, or do you think we're criticizing him based purely off his football performances? Because when I speak about a player, I don't think when I'm talking about like his performances, I don't think about who he's shagging or what he's done off the. I'm thinking about, is this guy performing for me on the pitch?
And just be honest, because I'm sorry, to me, I don't think it's about football. I don't think it ever has been.
I think there's also an argument that if a player doesn't perform, I think fans are quick to take it off the pitch. Oh, what's happening off the pitch? Is there is there infighting in the clubhouse? Is there, is he having problems at home with the missus or something like that? You know,
Quite split. It's quite split.
I think we move too quickly into personal life if they don't perform on the pitch.
Of course we do, and I'm telling you now, the amount of people who were not just club captains, they were captains of their country, and they were doing things wrong. John Terry, David Beckham. Should we go through them all? I don't mind.
So here's what I'm just want to put my point across here clearly, so people know what my point is, right? I agree that as a captain, it's really poor the off-field stuff, like getting your knob out in a club and all that kind of shit. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think that's really bad. I don't think you should be a captain of a club if that's what you're going to do. What I'm talking about here, that might have got lost in translation, is I'm talking about my criticism as a football player. So when he comes off the pitch, and I'm talking about him as a footballer, not what he's done off the pitch, as a footballer, I don't go, oh, he dropped a stinker today, plus he's a knob off the pitch, so I'm going to cook him. Do you know what I mean? I think for me, I don't know if I'm fully.
No, I'm sorry. I think some fans are too. They're trying to be too involved. That's why you've got fans taking the phones into the toilet to take a picture of Nunes having a piss. This is what we're doing. This is what 2024 is. This is what 2024 and 2025 has done. Fans think they've got a God-given right to get involved. We are fans. We are nothing else.
Yeah.
We seem to think that we've got a say on transfers, a say on tactics, a say on everything. We get a say on jack shit. You know, we can debate on air and shows like this, but nothing we say changes anything.
Mm.
It really doesn't. And for some weird reason, some football fans think they have a view in the boardroom.
For God's sake, if we had a say on tactics, we'd be relegated before 115 even came in.
Fans have got to realise is that your opinion on Manchester City's tactics and transfers is about as important as win the dogs at Arsenal's.
Mm. Yeah, no, listen, it's. I just think it's sad, man. I think it's sad the way it's ended, and I do think that he's partly to blame because, like, clearly he's partly to blame because if you look at the chart, so many people are saying what he's done off the pitch is, impacted their opinions of him. Which is, if that's their opinion, then who are we to say that's wrong?
Right. Do you know what it is to me? I'll tell you why I get so upset with this. Yeah.
Go on.
I have 3 stepchildren. I have a half brother and a half sister. My mum and dad have both been married twice.
Yeah.
Does that make my mum and dad scumbags? Does it make my missus you know what?
Are they not?
You know what I mean, LB? People got to be very careful what you're saying.
So first of all, are they not talking about when he just got his knob out in the bar? Is that not what they're talking about?
Have you never had a piss outside?
No. He got his fucking dick out in a bar.
You know, that's wrong. I agree with you.
I think that's what they're talking about.
Outside down an alleyway.
I don't think they're talking about the whole. But the thing is, bro, listen, I don't know because I don't care about it. So I can't put that argument across because I don't care.
JTA, I will justify how I want because my family dynamic is my family dynamic.
Mm. Yeah.
I dare anyone to come after my family and I will hunt you down.
Bro, they're not coming after your family,
end of your
bro.
life.
Bro, no one's coming after your family.
No, but this is what we're doing with Walker. The point I'm making is we're too judgmental.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. It's
you show me a human being who's never made a mistake, and I'll show you a liar.
Yeah, no, facts. I agree.
I said before, without sin, cast the first stone.
Which is why I don't care. Which is why I don't really care about what he's done off the pitch. Me, I keep it a football, I'm bothered about the football. I don't really care about what he's done off the pitch. Do I like it? Do I think it's cool when you're a club captain? Not really. Yeah. Am I that bothered? Yeah. No. I'm about what you do on the pitch. If you put 10 out of 10 performances and you got to shag around, be my guest, But when it starts affecting the club that I support, that's when I then have a problem with it. Do you know what I mean? And I think the podcasts have been weird. And I think all them podcasts going on, Rio Ferdinand's podcast, stupid. Why has he done that? Why did he do that? So I
Do you
think
know the
stuff
club
like that.
gave him permission for that. That was discussed internally with the club.
How
So
many
that's from the
times?
club as well, by the way.
So how many times have I told the chat? Yeah, Manchester City need a common sense officer, don't they? They need a common sense officer. They need someone employed at that football club who is a City fan, and every decision that they're about to make, they go to the common sense officer and go, "Oh, hiya, mate. He wants to go on Rio Ferdinand's podcast. What do you think?" And the common sense officer will go, "Right, well, he's a United player or an ex-United player, and we're Manchester City. So City fans are probably not going to like that. So I would advise not going on. But if you do go on, 100% don't say anything bad about the club. Maybe murk him a little bit, roast United pure, so then City fans can... Bro, they need a common sense officer. Oh, we're going to start charging people a park in the disabled bays at the stadium. What do you think? That's probably not a good idea, mate. That'll probably piss City fans off. Oh, thank you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, to be honest, LB, they already have that in 1894 in the City Matters group, but the club don't want to listen to them.
Bruh.
So they're not going to bring in one person when you've already got two. We've already got two organizations, fan-based organizations that they try to interact with, and that just falls. A lot of their issues just fall on deaf ears.
Bro, I could literally
So it's
save
happened.
this club
So it is
from
there.
so
But just
many
the club
problems.
don't want anything to do with it. That's the problem.
Get Scott Carson in there. Yeah, the works do. Honestly, man, it's crazy.
I tell you, go to works, dude. My God, you want to see what goes on? Not my works, dude. But I've been on. I went on the CSI. I went on the CSI, CIS one, the co-op one. Jesus, some of the stories I could tell you about what was going on in there. But I didn't sit there going, "That's morally wrong."
Yeah, Nazza started for the Walker interviews.
My name's Jill. It's between you and Bill. I'm not interested.
Can I just say this as well? Yeah, you know, Pat before was speaking about no statues while the player's still playing football. Can we eliminate podcasts while you're still playing football? I think that's well weird. Bro, he's still a player for us. We lose a game and he's got a Monday podcast. Bro, you're not Logan Paul, mate. Guy thinks he's doing podcasts after a loss. Like that for me, that has to be stop. No, we're not doing podcasts after we've lost a game. Unless it's the in-house podcast PR one. You know what I mean? I just think that's weird. I think it's so weird. I think it's strange. For me, I think that again is common sense officer should bin that. You know? So yeah, anyway, big up Nazar. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Do you want to speak about Brentford tomorrow, or do you want to wrap it up?
I think we're going to win 3-0.
Clean sheet, so that's delusional. What about you, Pat? Any delusion in that head of yours?
Everything I say.
I think we'll win 4-0.
And that's the end of the show. Big up, guys.
No, you got to be confident because I know Brentford turn up against us, but God, there's some really below average form at the moment.
They were poor against Arsenal, really poor. Really,
they lost to Plymouth? They lost to Plymouth in the cup.
They lost to Plymouth. They did smack 5 by Southampton, but I don't know how much you can really read into that.
Yeah,
I really want to back a win tomorrow, but I just have a feeling it's going to be a draw. I'm down with Toxin. I'm looking at maybe a 2-2. I just don't trust our defense. I just don't trust it. I really want to back a win.
Yeah, but we looked a bit shaky going into Brentford away last season. We went there and Phil just absolutely tore them to pieces.
Phil, last season, hat-trick, yeah.
Yeah, but as times look, Brentford has been a tricky fixture for us since they went up, and as time's gone on, we've gradually got better and better against them away.
Yeah, fucking Flecken's playing as well.
Oh my, LB, you know what? Never be a motivational speaker. You'd be no good at the Samaritan. You'd have people jumping off cliffs.
Why?
Well, just forget it. Set your life off. You'd have them jumping off cliffs.
Nah. I do think we've got a chance of winning tomorrow. I do think I'm not coming into this game predicting a loss, which I've done in previous games. I'm coming into thinking I want to back a win. I just feel like it's going to be a draw. But I don't know, man. We've had a bit of a rest. the players will be getting giddy because of this, because of these signings. I might back a win. I might go delusional mode, Delulu. I might go Delulu and back a win. I'm not doing clean sheet like you two fools. Yeah, I don't know what planet you're on.
What the hell?
Yeah, but I might go. I might
Sounding
go.
like something in your chat now with the offensiveness.
We love a 3-1. A 3-1's a popular scoreline.
Fools.
Yeah, I might go 3-1.
3-1, 1-0 down at halftime, just for the inevitable meltdown.
Mate, my predictions have been spot on. You know that I predicted this 5-game run that we had. Before Villa, I said we'll lose against Villa, draw against Everton, and we'll win 3 games in a row. My predictions are legit. My predictions are legit.
Your scouting's not.
My scouting, bro. I'm out here getting Bruno G, Camavinga.
You're watching 20 minutes, and that's it. 100 mil.
Nah, I'm gonna go. Fuck it. I'm gonna back us for a win. I'm gonna try and get behind that we're on the road to recovery. I'm backing a win. 3-1. 3-1. I'm gonna go for. But I can't do a clean sheet, lads. I think that's too much. Baby steps in it. Baby steps. Salford could have scored a couple goals at the weekend. A couple chances. Who starts in goal?
Ortega.
I go Ortega. I think you have to go Ortega. For me. We're sticking in that position of, we have to go for a goalkeeper that's got a better shot stopping, and that's Ortega. Big up to Massimo says, we've all done bad things we ain't proud of. Like, I don't have my 5 a day often. Sometimes I don't recycle stuff.
I'm going to say this. People, I understand, listen, I'm not trying to overshare. I'm just trying to say is, we don't know what goes on behind people's lives and their private lives. And words hurt and actions hurt. And you know what? It costs nothing to be nice or be respectful, but it means a lot. Too many people have been nasty and be this, that, and the other. I don't get it.
Facts, bro.
I don't get it. It's football. We're debating football. And people are selling, getting personal. What's that about? It's football. Nobody's, me and LB are not going to go and have a charity boxing match because we disagree on some things in football. Listen, if we all agreed on football, these shows would be 5 minutes longer and you'd be off. You'd have now to talk about.
Yeah. Shout out, bro. Walker had a leaving party. Hopefully,
I was going to say that earlier.
Hopefully, had a good party in it. And
wish him all the best. And
City legend. Me too.
One thing I will say, LB, that I think has not been talked about enough is the guy's walking away from a shit ton of money. He's chosen to walk away from this, and he could have sat there in 18 months.
Have you seen this yet? Apparently,
he's going on 90 grand a week when he was on 200 grand or whatever.
Yeah, but he's getting a 2.5-year contract.
Yeah, big up to him. Good luck to him with it.
Yeah, facts, bro. But that's pretty mad. All right, we're 37.
Do you know what the scary thing is? He's been at City for 8-9 years. He's had 65 grand a week.
9 years.
He was 50 million quid. He has literally paid that back in spades.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
he's had a dodgy 18 months
100%.
because he's met the opponent that is undefeated, Father Time. That is the true invincible. Father Time beats everyone.
Yeah. Facts, man. Like I say, for me, he's a legend. There's no doubt about it, mate.
And I'll say it again. Big up, Karl Walker. Good luck. Thank you for everything that you've done. And I wish you all the best. Go and enjoy your pizza and your pasta, mate.
Yeah, facts. All right, and boys, anything else from you guys?
And Guak, is that your name? I am very weird. Thank you.
Boom. All right, then. Big up. Nobbins wanted me to tell you guys that he's got a video up on his channel today analysing Uzbekistan's Abdulkadir Huzranov.
He just put Uzi in the chat.
Yeah, it's the Uzbekistan flag. So what I'm going to do, chat, I'm going to play you a minute. I'm going to play you a minute of this video requested by Nobbins, And if you like the first minute, what you guys are going to do, yeah, you're going to click the link in the chat and you're going to go and watch the final 9 minutes. Yeah? Let's do it.
Manchester City's defence has been far too easy to bully and exploit this season. Enter Uzbekistani defender Abdukadir Kusanov, the potential heir apparent to Ruben Diaz. Bold words, especially for a 20-year-old centre-back with fewer than 30 league games in Europe under his belt. But they don't call him Uzbekembauer for nothing. Actually, they don't call him that at all and made that up. What isn't a joke, however, is the impact Kusanov could have on City's defence in both the short and long term. Will that impact be positive? Well, it's time to find out. Sit back.
That tackle was
I
crazy.
hope you don't fucking do that on his debut.
I fucking do.
By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of Kusanov's on-ball ability, defensive acumen, areas for improvement, and how he fits in.
No BS. Look at that.
Never watched because
If you want to watch the rest of this video, links in the chat, guys. Go and check it
He's
out.
a yellow card waiting to happen. He's the
No,
first. City
piss
player
off, Martin. This guy can say John Cena.
He's getting yellow carded every single game.
Good man, we need a bit of that. We need a fucking bit of steel in our team, man.
I've heard this guy's tears can cure cancer. Too bad he doesn't cry.
Bro,
he looks strong as hell.
He's ready to go. Yeah.
I want to know what he's.
The Barnsley Beckenbauer and Uzbekembauer.
I'd love to know what his muscle mass is. I bet his muscle mass is bloody strong.
Yeah, he wrestled bears. He wrestled bears when he was a kid.
This guy is going to be a generational talent.
Like
he's going to be amazing in Manchester derbies.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to clear anyone out. I tell you what, Diallo's not getting by him.
This is what we need. Get him in there, man. Get him in there. All right, boys.
Red card on his debut. Get a tenner on it. Easy money.
Shades of
Nobbins, don't say that. Alan will kill you. Don't say shades of Otamenda. By the way, I salute the general.
Yeah, he won a trophy, didn't he? Portuguese Super Cup or something. Yeah, Benfica.
Oh, nice.
Beat Sporting on the weekend. Yeah,
it's very true though. United get the butcher, and we buy the real butcher.
Yeah. Facts. I went to my local butcher, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to local butchers. Always got to support local business. And yeah, honestly, man, I won't go anywhere else. My meat now. Pause.
I've heard Brighton's very good this time.
Oh, God.
No, bro. I'm being seriously, man. Go to your local butchers, guys. Honestly, man, you got to save the local
support
business.
local business. Yeah.
So, yeah, save local business. Go there. Anyway,
it's true.
Did you get your Christmas turkey from the butchers?
I actually did, yeah.
Did it have big breast?
You're fucking weird, man. Honestly, I don't know what it is with you, bro.
Yeah,
sometimes turkeys have breast, don't they?
He's got a few roos loose up in the top paddock, mate. Yeah, he's.
Well, I've been abused by your chat for 2 hours, so I'm enjoying it.
Fairs.
You're welcome.
Fairs. All right then, chat. If you want to go
Hello
and watch,
to all my haters.
If you want to go and watch this video, yeah, it's in the pinned comment on the live chat. Go and watch it. I'm going to watch it after this, legit, no cap. Big up to Martin, Mancunian Way. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to Martin's channel. Pat's on there as well. Mancunian Way. Roll to 5K or 6K? What we at?
5K.
5K. Come on, guys. There's 700 people in this chat, man. If we get at least 100 people go sub, we'll nearly get it there. But yeah, go watch this video, man. Nobbins channel. Cousin of to Man City.
If we can get there by tomorrow, because we're doing a watch along and a post match afterwards, I know I'll try and not be live at the same time as LB. I am giving away, or we are giving away, 2 City tickets and a City shirt. We may do something extra as well if we can get there by tomorrow.
You naughty, naughty. You teasing me, you naughty, naughty.